Hello. Whoa. It's pretty late, but that's okay. We're gonna play some Dragonfall still tonight. It probably will be a little bit shorter stream maybe, since it's late, but at least a couple hours. Let's see. So last time we just started the game. Yeah, we did the first mission. Oh no, we did 2 missions, right? So we did the starting mission, and then we did the second mission to go find Green Winters, right? Who is dead, in the same way that our friend slash boss was killed. And he had CDs, or maybe DVDs. Some kind of super archaic data form in Shadowrun. Alright, okay. This is So, we gotta go around and talk to people, I guess? Because I think we just got back. So yeah, we can like talk to the townspeople here. Right. We do have some money now. I don't really need any weapons though, but we will look at definitely some of the other stuff. Hey, Zach. Zach Flash. Oh, we can get him to produce jazz for us. Okay. I've got a formula for combat stims. Can you produce something like that? Oh, you know I'm your man. I can hook you right up. So now he can make jazz for us, which gives quickness +2 and AP +1. It's actually not a bad drug. I'd rather have the +2. Oh, that's for 1 round, right? Oh yeah, jazz is much better. It's also super expensive. So, yeah, jazz is actually a reasonable, if you were using drugs, which we're not going to be doing, but it's a thing you could do. High skillet. It's not a bad drug, but it's not the perfect drug. Alright. Check in at the clinic. I assume there's nothing going on here. Oh, okay. We found an auto-injector hyper schematic. I didn't even realize. I remembered, I think, picking up the jazz. I did not remember this. So, is it cyberware? It is cyberware. When triggered, accuracy is increased by 6% and incoming damage is increased by 3 for 3 rounds. Oh, so you take more damage, but you gain a bonus accuracy. Okay. Interesting. I don't need any of that, but that's... Let's see, can't go back there. Simi. Oh, this is the person who's, like, all drugged up. Well, not drugged up, but... She's stuck in VR. She's VR addict. Girl with a chip in her head stands with her eyes closed, rocking back and forth. She looks so frail that a light breeze might knock her over, but she somehow stays on her feet. Whether by coincidence or some kind of preternatural junkie awareness, she opens her eyes when you come near. I know you. Maybe by face, if not by name. I'm Kate Wolf. By face, by name, by cry, or by song. Simi Kim is what most people call me. They think I don't know why, but I do. Monica explained. Is Monica our boss? I don't actually remember what her name was. I think that was our boss slash friend. What do you feel about Monica's death? Kim hugs her arms close to her body. Sad. She never got to have a family. She'll never get married, never be a mother. Seems she was a mother to the whole Kreutz Bazaar. Kim nods her head almost dumbly, her eyes unfocused on the ground. Monica said a mother is always a mother. Always. She hugs herself tighter and stares blankly at the ground. So what have you been up to? Girl absolutely figures the chipjack in her temple. I wanted to escape with the children and the captain. We had to get away from the soldiers out of Austria. Yeah, she was in The Sound of Music, was her VR. But it was wrong, all wrong. I was taking them over the mountains, but it was the wrong way. I know it was. It would have taken us straight into Germany, not Switzerland. We should have taken a train, gone to Italy. There we could have been safe. I didn't want it to end badly, so I turned it off. Zach sold me something new. In it, I feel strong. I have a son, and he's destined to save the world. I have to protect him, because the machines could come back to kill him before he can become a man. Okay. I won't let that happen, because in there I'm strong. Though Kim's words are bold, her trembling voice and body portray someone aching for a fix. I'll catch up with you another time. Alright. She's listening to the Terminator, or she's VRing the Terminator. Divine color. I don't actually remember what this is. I don't think I went in here before. I don't think this was open. Who's this? Oh, I leave my phone. There we go. Hey, buddy? A young woman stands at the bar smoking a cigarette. You've seen her face before. Lucky Strike, one of the mercenaries from Monica's files. A plume of blue-gray smoke spills from the corner of her mouth as she turns her attention to you. Wow. The distinctive circuit pattern tattoos line her face, shimmer and pulse with light. You need something? Oh, she said hey. I don't believe that we've met. I'm Cade Wolf. Yeah, I know you are. She takes a drag on her cigarette. How you holding up, champ? I heard I'm your boss. She wasn't just my boss, she was a friend. She smirks, then lets the smoke escape from the corner of her mouth. Why would you smirk at that? Yeah, well, sorry for your loss and all that. A lot of people are still torn up about it. So you need something, or are you just gonna stand there staring? Well, why did you bring up Monica? Did you know her? I mean, I feel like everyone knew her, and if she knows who I am, then she's just offering condolences. It's just kind of a nice thing to do. But that's the only dialogue option we have. I met her a couple of times. Seemed nice enough. She takes another drag on her cigarette. But I mostly knew her by reputation. Can't live in this Keats without hearing about the queen of the Kreutz Bazaar. She pauses, then slowly lets the smoke escape through her nostrils. Can't say I was a fan. You really need to brush up on your social skills. I don't think she's interested in being social. Well there, Monica didn't control the Kreutz Bazaar. I'll say that that's her prerogative. You really didn't know her. That's true, but I do have eyes and I can see what's been happening to the Kreutz Bazaar since she got geeked. The whole place is falling apart, isn't it? Why do you think that is? Monica helped a lot of people. Now that she's gone, she can't anymore. Simple. The illustrious Frau Schaefer helped people, alright. She helped them so much that they couldn't make things work without her anymore. She made herself into a leader here. And guess what? In an anarchist system, there aren't supposed to be any leaders. Oh, God. Did you play the previous Shadowrun game? Yeah, I played Shadowrun Returns. Lucky Strike taps out her cigarette and leans towards you, a predatory grin on her face. You and your friends, you followed Monica too, right? Obeyed her orders without question, right? Not without question. There were debates. And at the end of those debates, Monica would put her foot down and you'd wind up doing whatever she said, right? She smirks at you. Don't bother answering. It's a rhetorical question. For such a rabid anarchist, your friends seemed awfully comfortable being in power. Kind of a contradiction in terms, don't you think? Well, yes and no. How do I respond to this? I don't really have a good response to this. But I also kind of just want to not get on her nerves. Like, I'm more approaching this, like, politically rather than, or, like, diplomatically rather than what I actually would believe. So I'll say fair point, but you aren't going to change my opinion of Monica. I wasn't trying to. Remarkable thing about living in a free society, we're allowed to have different opinions. God, she's just so dumb. She shrugs. Don't take it personally. I'm sure you wouldn't like my friends either. One last thing, Cade Wolf. Can't stop you from stepping into Phil Schaefer's shoes. You're already doing it, making all the same moves that she did. Word of advice, though. Don't take too much on yourself. Spread the responsibility around. Good of you to care. She turns away. I don't! But in a place like this, stacking too much power on any one person is dangerous. Not just for that person, but for everybody. The last thing we need is for you to eat a bullet and for this whole place to fall apart again. Yeah, that's why people have formalized institutions of governance rather than informal. There is a hierarchy, or at least an organization, I guess I should say. Either way, it's complicated. But this sort of very idealistic anarchism is pretty dumb. Let's look at the statue. Yeah, we already, it's the same as last time. Alright, nothing in the phone booth right now. Hey, buddy. I want to talk to him, God. The old troll putters about, complaining, his artificial joints complaining loudly. He seems heavier today than when you first met, and he takes your approach as a reason to seat himself and rest. I understand they put you in charge of Monica's outfit. Is the game sound okay, by the way, in terms of, is it audible? Although this game at least doesn't have as much sound that is important, like dialogue. Oh, looks like we're both carrying heavy burdens. Ha! I suppose so. Let's see what gives out first. Your will or my plastic knees? You need something from me? How are people handling the loss of Monica? I think most are still in shock. Just you wait. That'll pass. Then the panic sets in. Few folks have any real discipline around here. Monica kept them calm by keeping them safe. Now that she's gone, they're going to start realizing what a heap of misery this blasted city can be. You don't seem too worried, though. Already died once. Every day since is just a bonus. A tired, painful bonus. Really doesn't matter that much to me, but to the rest, it's going to be a different story. Monica kept this place in one piece. In one piece. She read the flux like a bird reads the wind, or a fish reads the current. Without her, there's no telling what's going to happen. Anything else you want to jaw about? I'd like to hear a little more about you. Let me guess. You want to know how I lost the eggs? Legs? Not eggs? God, I'm not able to talk right now. I wouldn't want to pry. Well, you'd be the first, but I'll tell you anyway. Lost legs during the first Euro War, if you must know, in a bombing. Now you need something else from me? No, didn't mean to bother you. It's not really what I actually wanted to ask about, but... Hello again, meine Freundin. I'd like to talk about your organization. Alright, so we can donate more to him, but we'll worry about that after we check everything else out. Is this the cafe? Can't go in the cafe right now? No, it's not the cafe. The cafe's over here. Yeah. Okay. So we go down into here. Get down into the magic shop. Hey, Absinthe. Absinthe turns to face you. She takes care to avoid looking you in the eye. Cade Wolf, A pleasure as always. Be well, human. Would people say that? Be well, human. I have a question for you, if you don't mind. You're in luck. I have a great many answers. What's the deal with your assistant? There's something funny about her eyes. Absinthe is a friend, nothing more. She helps out around the shop when the fancy strikes her. She is nobody's assistant, and I am no one's master. But her eyes. He pauses for a moment, considering. I believe that they suit her personality. That does not tell you anything. What's your story? Have you been in the Kreutz Bazaar long? I have many stories. Stories of dancing spirits, raging dragons, of unchecked magic, and swarming chaos. All of these stories are true. As for the Kreutz Bazaar, I have always been here, quietly peddling my wares. It is a simple life, but a good one. Is there anything else you need to know? What kind of magic do you practice? Shamanic? Hermetic? Personally, the true kind. Okay. But I sell goods still into all traditions. In my shop, we do not discriminate. Okay. Why is... So the spellcasting one, basic, is better than the conjuring one. It's damage 6 versus damage 4. Is there like... Oh, it does damage over time. That's okay. That's what it is. Right. I'm not gonna worry about these right now. Maybe we need some of those at some point, but I'm just trying to talk to everyone. Who's Cammy? Oh wait, is Cammy the girl from... Yeah, she is. She tips an invisible hat. God, she's the worst. Hey there, remember me from the cafe? Name's Cammy. Are you looking for something? Depends. Is there anything I should be looking for? She titters. Volunteering information? That's bad for business. Unless Altug wants me to tell you something. But that's rare. I'm just his ears and hands outside the cafe. He's got enough of a voice all by himself. So what's the story between you and Altug? She grins and winks viciously at you. Oh, surely you guessed. You're not serious. She laughs. I can't pull a fast one on you, can I? Well, I'll tell you the real story sometime. How about that? Right now, though, I have some errands to run. Come over sometime and we can chat over hookah or something, yeah? She lazily tips an invisible hat at you before turning her focus to a comm at her wrist. Okay. Oh, weird. We could just immediately go into another conversation. I guess, did we miss that before? I don't think so. She looks up from her comm, idly blowing a gum bubble and quickly popping it. Hello again. I hear you've been busy. What exactly did you hear about me? Nothing too serious. Just that you've got a lot of work. I do too, which is nice. There are child labor laws around here. There definitely are not child labor laws around here. In the Flux state. The anarchist commune. Oh, sorry, just a second. Alright. Well, why did you fall in with this line of work? Well, you know, Altug always says, if you do not spy, how will you know who's boss? She waves her hand as though to excuse her poor memory, or something like that. I'm just a kid, what do I know? Why are my only options to chastise her for not being in school? I don't even know how old she is. Intel is important, but that should be a lesson for when you're older, don't you think? Kami puffs up indignantly, and you realize how young she must really be. She couldn't be out of her teens yet. Oh my god. She couldn't be more than 19. And what does that mean? Chill, I only meant that it can be a hard life for a kid. Yeah. She goes quiet for a moment, briefly looking down at her shoes before looking you straight in the eye. Yeah, it can be. But it's better than some other lives. Altu gave me a good job, and I'm super grateful for it. Just, whatever that mark is there. Which reminds me, I should get back to it. See you later? She lazily tips an invisible hat at you before turning to the cam on her wrist. Alright. We're good for her. Shadowrun has a strong statement to make on truancy. Hi, Jordan. Yeah, apparently. I was like, why am my character so concerned about her? Like, she looks like she's at, like, late teens. Special today is a pumpkin spice soy calf. The Turk leans into you, keeps his voice low. I have information regarding that matter my people were looking into, offend him. The one involving the surveillance device on my data tab. Altug, I've been waiting for my coffee for nearly an hour already. Are you growing the beans out back? Coffee vendor shouts, can't you see that I'm speaking to an honored guest, you tower of quivering corpulence? His voice lowers again. Now then, as I was saying, we were fortunate that you happened to find the surveillance tap when you did. People on the other end were planning a very bad thing, to be sure. Very bad thing? Quite bad, yes. Monica Schaefer was an important member of this community, more than most are aware of. Miss Keats was under her protection. You know how it is in the flux, offend him. The governance of a place like this is tenuous at best. You never know who's going to be in charge from one day to the next. But Monica was a stabilizing force, and not just because she was dangerous. She was smart and funny and wise, and she had a way with people. They wanted to support her, to follow her, because they loved her. When she was killed, it left an opening for others. It would have meant bloodshed and pain if this council had been allowed to continue their plan. But they did not. We saw to it, you and I. I don't know that I should really ask what happened to them. What happened to them? They have been reasoned with. Let us simply say the matter is settled and leave it at that. The Kreutzbazaar will maintain its stability a while longer, thanks to us. Now what can I do for you, offend him? Would you like some coffee, perhaps? Coffee as in real coffee, not soy calf? Yes, for individuals of refined taste, I offer genuine bean coffee from my native Turkey. The cafe owner looks you in the eye. The tone of his voice grows low and serious. This is a top-shelf item, my friend, and not for the general public. Only for those few deserving connoisseurs who can properly appreciate it. I think I'm the sort who can appreciate it. Tell me about the Turkish coffee. It is hand-picked by my family in Turkey, a true delicacy of the Sixth World. This one's considered a luxury even before the awakening, when bean coffee was everywhere. Every street corner, they say. Bergazi leans in close, lowering his voice to a conspiratorial whisper. Long hours in the shop have perfumed his body with the commingled scents of coffee, incense, and applewood tobacco. Trust me, if your coffee experience has been limited to soy calf, you must not deny yourself this opportunity. You will see God. Alright, you sold me. How much? This is a specialty item, delivered at some cost. I cannot part with it for less than 50 new yen a cup. 50 new yen for a cup of coffee? Too rich for my blood. As I said, these items are not for everybody. Alright, buddy. Here's my man. Or lady. Welcome back. What can I do for you? I acquired this drone. Can you get it up and running again? Yeah, probably. Might take a bit of doing though. I love working on these old corp drones. Can't make any guarantees, but either way it's on the house. I'll leave it in your hands. I'll start on it right now. See you later. Okay, so we definitely could get another drone. That would be reasonable. The question is, what are we going to get from this broken drone? So we're getting a decent thing from the broken drone, then we don't really need to buy another drone immediately. But, wish that this actually, like, told you we could get more information on these, but I don't think we can. Okay, yeah, we've been everywhere else. Good look at our karma. Actually got a decent amount, I guess, from what's this? Overwatch. Oh, this gives us Overwatch. Okay. What do we need for our drones to get Overwatch? I don't know what we need our drones to get Overwatch. Alright, well, we don't need to spend any right now, I guess. That gets us Overwatch. Alright. Go into the safe house. Oh, this is Blitz. Hey, Blitz. God, this game is very picky about how to click on people. Blitz looks up as you approach. The table beside him is littered with cigarette butts, and a data jack cable dangles from a portable terminal set up by his side. Hey, Chief, you need something? Just checking in. You doing alright? Smile widened. Great, Chief. I'm doing just great. It's real nice to be able to wind down and relax for a change. No worrying about this ganger or that ganger sneaking up behind me and slipping a knife between my ribs. Slaps the table with a grin. It's a good change, Chief, I've got to say. Glad to hear it. We're happy to have you on the team. Of course you are. Gestures at himself with a flourish. What's not to be happy about? He needs to kick the butts and start vaping. Oh god. ISL. Now that you all settled in, I've got some questions for you. Blitz glances wistfully back at the terminal on the table and turns back with a sigh of resignation. I suppose, but try to keep it short, okay, Chief? I've got things to do. How long were you in Dragonfall? I ended up there after the Anarchist Revolution of 39. I was just a kid back then, too young to realize how good I was, how much money I could have made working in the shadows. Working the shadows, sorry. Shakes his head, a wistful expression on his face. And so, being young and dumb, I fell in with the gang crowd. And that was that. I don't want to ask him why I should trust him. He seems fine. Okay, I should probably... He doesn't give me any reason not to trust him. Hey, Dante. Let's go talk to the doggy. You look down to see a pair of bright eyes set into a scruffy face looking back up at you. Dante, Monica's old dog. Looking down at those huge brown eyes, you see intelligence and sadness. On some instinctive level, he must know that his master is gone. Dante lets out a small whine, then rubs his head against your legs. Pet him? Woof. Pet him? Woof. Alright, let's talk to Dietrich. Hey, boss. Dietrich gives you a slight nod. What can I do for you? How are you holding up? You seem to take Monica's death harder than the others did. Dietrich shakes his head, a wistful expression on his face. Nah, no harder, but I'm less buttoned up than the others are. Iger would never let herself show any weakness, and Glory, well, she's too full of chrome to feel much of anything. He shrugs. Me, I don't give a damn. Spent too much of my life putting on a show for others already. What do you mean by that? I used to run a punk band way back when. Believe it or not, I spent a pretty good chunk of my life on stage. Whenever we weren't playing, I was living up to our fans' expectations, spouting off, getting into fights, getting drunk, getting laid. Not a bad life, all things considered. How did you go from fronting a band to running the Shadows? God, they call it running the Shadows. It's just never gonna... It's never gonna stop being funny to me. It wasn't as big a leap as you think. I already had a healthy disrespect for authority, and I had the magic to back it up. One nice thing about shamanism, as long as you keep your idol happy, it doesn't matter what else you do. Dragon Slayer chose me to be his servant. As long as I was scrapping with someone bigger than me, he didn't much care whether I did it on the stage or in the shadows. Tell me about the Dragon Slayer, he shrugs. Not much to tell. He shows you I was just a kid. I could always feel him in my heart, goading me to laugh louder, hit harder, get rowdier than the rest. Of course, my family didn't understand, but the hell with him, I thought. I knew that I was destined for greater things. So I listened to him, and I cracked the skulls of a lot of bad people. He saw this and was pleased and rewarded me with magic. And I used that magic to crack bigger, thicker skulls. And so on. He shrugs. It's a simple life, but a good one. What was your band called? Maybe I've heard of it. Oh, I doubt it, boss. We never really got any airplay. Oh, come on, Dietrich, tell me. Alright, boss. If you insist. The band was called Messerkampf. Spelled just like it sounds, in big capital letters with an exclamation point. We weren't a big act or anything. Sold a few records here and there. Toured around Europe. Had a decent following in England, and we holed up in London from 31 to 36. Spent most of our time slumming around the East End. Picked up enough Cockney to irritate the folks back home. Shakes his head. Truth be told, that whole chapter of my life is a bit of a blur. We didn't do it for the fans or the fame, and we sure as shit didn't care about money. All that mattered to us was staying young and drunk and angry. Takes a moment to examine his gnarled hands, a sad smile on his face. We managed the second two. Good God, where's the time gone? Dietrich shakes himself from his reverie and looks back up at you. The familiar, easy grin returns to his face. Well, anyway, boss. Everything ends eventually, and I washed my hands of all this years ago, so let's change the subject if you don't mind. Any thoughts about that last round you'd like to share? Well, we found winners. That's something, I guess. This whole thing has me feeling uneasy, boss, but at least we have a direction to look in. Take it easy, boss. Hey, Iger. Iger turns to face you. There's a pained look on her face. Look. I owe you an apology. I'm listening. When Monica died, I was pissed. Probably doesn't come as a huge surprise. But I took that anger out on you, and I shouldn't have. Seeing Winter's body like that was enough to convince me. You couldn't have done anything to help Monica. I couldn't have either. We're dealing with something new. Monica was a good friend of mine. Her death hurt. I got carried away, and I said some things I shouldn't have. I want to apologize for that. Her body relaxes. She begins to turn away. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. There are a few things I want to say. She stops and turns back to face you. You can see the wariness behind her eyes. Go ahead. Nobody's stopping you. So, Monica's files said, don't try to butter Iger up, or be nice to her, basically. That you should be very, I mean, not harassing, which is basically this, but I think probably this is probably what Monica's files would say. Even though I don't really care if she insults me. It's not insulting me, it's the problem, I mean. I guess I should do this so I can... Alright, I accept your apology. But if you ever insult me in front of the team again, you're gonna regret it. That's a promise. She nods appreciatively. Some backbone. Well, that's good to see. Alright, Monica. You're right about this. Don't worry, Cade Wolf. I won't question your competence again. Not in front of the others, at least. But I won't lie. I still have concerns about you. What kind of concerns? Basic ones. I don't want to see history repeat itself. What history are you talking about? I'd rather not go into it, fearless leader. Let's just say that I've had bad luck with underexperienced teammates and leave it at that. She turns away. You should go, fearless leader. I've got prep work to do for our next one, and you've got more important things to do than watch me pack my gear. Okay. Glory. Cade Wolf, what do you need? Hey, Glory. How are you holding up? Don't worry about me. I'm solid. Are you sure? You look like you're a million miles away. I'll be with you when it counts. Right now it doesn't. Alright. I have a question for you, Glory, of the personal kind. I'm not big on sharing sport. Personal reasons. You understand, I'm sure. The edge in her voice tells you that she's not interested in continuing this conversation. I don't know if I should push her. I don't know if we don't push her, if we ever get anything out of her. But maybe we can still wait. This is the same options as the last time, I think. So it seems like at worst we just don't... We're not missing an opportunity, it feels like, to just say, here, want to talk? Here. Alright, let's look at the mission computer before we talk. Workstation, yeah. No messages. No old messages. Post pay data for sale. Oh, we don't have any. Ah, there we go. Thread. Where to find elves? Is there any elf clubs or bars in the downtown area? I really want to meet one. They're just so beautiful. Maybe we can go dancing. Do elves like dancing? From Alex Tusk. There's one on Torstrasse. Bring a bouquet of roses. Elves love a romantic. From Tolstoy. The elf clubs I know of are members only due to creepy groupies. Like you. Not really appealing when a guy's only after them for the shape of their ears. From Ruby. Client screwed me. Benno is a fraud. I broke my first rule. Always get full payment up front. Left me hanging for 50% of the cash after I completed the job. She'll have changed his name by the time this posting goes up. Male elf, brown hair, gold eyes. Looked to be in his mid-30s. Careful who you work for out there. From ProShot. Never thought I'd see you admit to a mistake on here. Thanks for the heads up. I'll keep my eyes open. We'll forward any info I come across if you're still looking to collect from the guy. From Maelstrom. Regarding ProShot, I sent you some surveillance footage. Is this your man? From Blitz. Hey, Blitz. It's our boy. Sure is. Nice one. I'll split the take with you if this lead pans out. Good to find out there's still some honor among runners. Okay. Oops. Alright. I don't think there's anything in here. Let's go talk to Paul. Amsel's expression is harder than you've seen it before. When he speaks, his voice is grim. Iger has told me of Greenwinter's death. She said that he's died in the same manner Monica did. It wasn't a pretty sight. Amsel nods gravely. I know that you and Iger have your differences. I will tell you that she was badly shaken by the sight of Winter's body. She also mentioned that you found something in Winter's safe. A package full of very old discs. May I see them? Of course. Good God. Gingerly, Amsel lifts a disc from the bundle and holds it up to the light. Slowly, he begins to turn it in his hand, causing rainbow patterns to shimmer across its surface. I haven't seen one of these since I was a boy. This is a DVD-RW. A data storage medium from the mid-2000s. I'm amazed that Winters was able to find a device that could play it. Do you know how we can read these things? He puts down the DVD in his hands and quickly inspects the others. The first sticks I looked at might be readable. The others are damaged, some severely so. I have my doubts about them. For now, let's concentrate on the undamaged disc. There's a little shop outside, the Data Haven. Talk to the proprietor, Malie Toyley. She might be able to help. Tell her to put the cost of the device on my account. I'm on it. Tell him I'm not I'm not his errand girl, but I totally am his errand girl. That's like literally what I am. So we can look at what like Dante's oh no, we can't look at everyone. Why can't we look at everyone else's stuff? That's weird. So what is this? Oh, this is Bliss. Okay, well we probably want to sell that. Wow, 16 and 12. I guess it's not that much damage. But oh, I have a gun. I have a pistol, okay. But I don't have any use for that, so I'm probably gonna sell that, I guess. Welcome back! What can I do for you? I'm looking for something that can play back a DVD-RW? Really? That is old tech. Very old, in fact. Just a moment, I'll go look. She turns to rummage through a bin of obsolete components at the back of her stall. Ah, yes, here we are. Dwarf wrestles a mid-sized flat-screen display out of the bin. This display has old enough hookups to connect to a DVD player. RCA, you know. Vintage. The player itself, this I don't have. You may wish to try your luck down at the junkyard. There's a scavenger there, a primitive man with crude disposition. If anyone here in the Kreutz Bazaar can help you find your DVD player, he can. But he will almost certainly attempt to overcharge you for it. He takes a deep breath and smiles up at you. But you're not here for gossip. Shall we conclude business? I can give you this display for, say, 200 new yen? Paul Amsel said to charge it to his account. Ah, very well. I will have it packaged up and delivered to Herr Amsel straight away. Best of luck finding your DVD reader. I wish you well. Look at this again. I wish I could see, compare to what's in my current. I wish I could compare to see what's in my current inventory, and I also wish I had stats on these drones, but I don't. So this is a hover drone. This is the one I have, which is obviously like a wheeled drone. For a DVD player in the junkyard. I don't know what the junkyard is specifically. Oh, I guess that's not really much of a junkyard. Oh yeah, can I sell my stuff that I don't want to this guy? like the weapon. Ah, okay, so I can. Okay, there we go. And then I can also sell my old clothes. I don't need those anymore. Apparently I can sell him the drugs, but... I'm gonna go look at, see if selling it to, like, Zach is any different. Who's that? That's Zach. Okay, no. I'm pretty sure it's not. This. Alright, we're selling the drugs. I guess I could get a drone and then just sell the old drone that I have, the basic drone that I have right now, if the new drone that I get repaired is better. That's probably reasonable, because I can have 2 drones. Shrotty, a stout old man, looks up from whatever old tech he's tinkering with to squint at you through thick, old-fashioned glasses. I think this guy might be old. He pushes them up with an oil-stained figure as he straightens up to nod at you. He speaks with a gruff but well-meaning tone, heavily accented with German tonality. Guten Tag, what can I do for you? What are you buying? Malit tells me you're the man to speak about DVDs. It's like, I need a DVD player. Can you get me one of those? Hot. Off the street? That little shrew sent you my way, huh? Shrotty's smile broadens. Wonders never cease. Well, introductions are in order, I suppose. Shrotty Bookman, at your service. The old man raises a grimy hand in salute. Need something salvage? Some old components? If he liked? I don't remember what that means. Perhaps, maybe? It definitely looks familiar, but I don't remember what it means. It's been a long time since I took German. I'm indeed your man. Wonderful. How about that DVD player? Well, let's see. I think I've got something that'll work for you. Shrotty rummages through the junk heaped on the table behind him. A few seconds later, he snatches a battered plastic lozenge shape from the pile. Ah, here we go. An old Korean player that I dug up last week. 2010 model, a real beauty. Shrotty's smile broadens and he gives you a conspiratorial wink. I fixed her up and got her running, but without any disc to read, I've mostly been using her as a paperweight. Sounds like what I'm looking for. How much do you want for it? Shrotty glances back at the DVD player, a rueful expression on his face. Well, I'll admit, I'm a little loath to part with her. There's plenty of folks out here who'd really appreciate an older player such as this, and I don't know what your intentions are for it. I suppose, given the time and trouble I took putting her together, that I'd be willing to part with her for, say... Shrotty's eyes dart over your gear, a calculated expression on his face. About 500 new yen? God, you could just threaten to beat him up? That's rude. I'm gonna beat up an old man. I mean, I can't threaten him anyway. I'm not strong enough. But I'm short on cash right now. Could I offer you something in trade? The old man pauses for a moment, considering. I'll tell you what. A few months ago, I had a, well, call it a difference of opinion with that Bert Ghazi fellow from the soy calf shop. He hasn't let me into his establishment since, and I'd sell my mother for a decent cup of coffee. You get me a cup of Turkish coffee. The real stuff. Not the fake junk. And I'll give you the DVD player. Sounds like a deal? Deal. Yeah, that was like 50? Right? That's much better than 500. I always want to go in this shop, but it's not. It's this shop. The Turk flashes his wry smile and winks at you knowingly. I am told you've been quite busy of late, a wanderer of the shadows. My street rats tell me that business is picking up. Is that the woman who's taken over for Monica, Bartgazi? Does it look like your rotundity, the Pope from the Vatican? Give her a soy cap, a big one. Put it on my account. I like the cut of her jib. A large soy cap? My, you are the generous one, Goldschmidt. Are you sure you can afford such a gesture? Fat man frowns. Great, he's just the fat man. And a scone. I was gonna say and a scone as well. Nothing's too good for her. As you desire, oh ample one. The Turk whispers. The man is a moron, but he eats his weight in baklava and pastries, so who am I to care? Oh, what is it that you would like? Give me a Turkish coffee. The real stuff. Very good. Bartgazi hands you a ceramic travel cup, which he then fills to the brim with a dark, steaming liquid. The scent is intoxicating. Can we actually look at it? Like, does it actually... No. It's just considered a mission item, I guess. Ah, it is considered a mission item. So I was wondering if it would could actually be used as a drug that we could take. Excellent stimulant. Hello again, Mynheer. I'm a bit busy. What can I do for you? Well, it ain't yours yet, but I've got it right here. Been keeping it warm for you. Now you got my coffee, or you have the 500 new yen? I got the coffee for you. Ah, thank you. Shrati gratefully accepts the coffee, then snaps the lid back and inhales deeply, wiggling his mustache as he processes the scent. Yes, that's the real stuff, all right. Shrati gingerly picks up the ancient device from the table and presses it into your hands. The plastic is scuffed and worn, and it rattles a bit when you move it. Give her some good use, okay? Sure, old man. Sure. Where's the place? It is right here, okay. Radio? Well, everybody's gathered around. It seems that Amsel has assembled the team in your absence. They stand in a group around the old display that you had Malik deliver. On their faces, you can see excitement and apprehension, curiosity and dread. Kate Wolf, have you procured a DVD reader? Yep, it's right here. Good. This should only take a moment. Amsel disappears behind the ancient display. After a few minutes of fiddling with its battered inputs, he reappears, a satisfied look on his face. Like they're all sitting here for several minutes, just awkwardly in silence, staring at each other, while he's like fiddling with this monitor. Everything appears to be functional. The disc should be ready to play. Well, don't keep us in suspense. Start the damn thing already. Cade Wolf went to the trouble of fetching everything. Let her do the honors. Amsel steps back, clearing a path for you to access the antique machine. Oh, it's over here. Well, why is he... Okay. Yeah, let's watch the DVDs. A soft whirring sound fills the air as the ancient DVD player spins the disc up to speed. The scratched LCD display comes to life, and a menu fills the screen. Oh, it's got tracks. It's got tracks. The screen goes black, and a cheerful digital chiming sound spills out of the display's speakers. A crackle of static fills the air, coupled with a shrill electronic whine. After a few moments, the display goes live, and a disheveled-looking man appears on the screen. His eyes glitter with excitement. The timestamp on the screen is 2034, 9/15, September 15th. Adrian Vauclair. So this is the guy who invented the thing that killed the dragon. Hermie, I think we found her after all this time. Fjordshringa, I knew that she wasn't dead. His speech is jittery. You can hear the urgency in his voice. She survived the Dragonfall, just as I've always said. I knew it, and I was right. The screen explodes into static, and the electronic whine in the background sharpens into a needle-like pulse of high-pitched sound. Somewhere in the background, Dante lets out a low whimper. The screen clears, and the excited face is closer to the screen than it was before. The words spill out of him in a breathless tide. Take your team into the socks to retrieve her. The radiation will be damned. We will take appropriate precautions, of course, but we must go. Hermie, think that the body may be nearby as well. Somehow she has survived for all this time. The screen explodes into static again, then clears. The figure flickers across the screen. I may not be back for some time. Look after Mom, okay? I worry about her. And Hermie, stay safe out there. I know that things are heating up in Berlin, and I know you. Student protests, civil uprising. You'll be in the middle of it, I'm sure. Just stay safe, alright? And I'll do my best to do the same. I don't know what's going to happen when I step into the socks, but I do know one thing. If the fire wing is still a danger, I will put an end to her. Once and for all. Display goes black, and the background whine fades away. A moment later, we find ourselves deposited back to the menu screen. Play track 2. The screen goes black for a moment. Then a figure appears on the screen. Your late client, Green Winters. His elbow is planted on the table that he's seated at, and his chin rests on his palm. The other hand is wrapped around the bottle of cheap whiskey. Timestamp on the video reads 2053, 12/25, Christmas 2053. Right. Green Winters. Found the message Adrian left me all those years ago. Got it cleaned up the best I could. Strange, hearing his voice again. He pauses to take a long pull on the bottle. It's good to hear him, even if he did insist on calling me Hermie. I don't think we needed the clarification that he's Hermie. It's a little bit hitting you over the head when he says, after he already said that Adrian left it for him. Dr. Adrian Valclair, hero of the people, the Dragon Slayer. My brother. Okay, they're really gonna hit it over its head for us. He grimaces and rubs his eyes. Hard to believe it's been almost 20 years. Alright, so I'm gonna start recording these DVDs again for me, for Adrian, for whoever might wind up watching them. Every time I do this, it winds up feeling like a waste of time, but I keep doing it anyway on the off chance that I'll find something important. If I stumble into the clue that leads me to my brother, I know that I'm going to want it on film. I've been doing this for almost 20 years now, after all. No sense in quitting now. Christ. 20 years. All this time and still no leads. Even with all my contacts, my resources. It takes another long swallow of cheap liquor. Even with my legendary bullheadedness, I've made no progress at all. I haven't turned over a single goddamn thing. Want to hear something funny? Closest I've gotten to a clue was a rumor. Apparently, a team emerged from the socks a while back. Nobody's clear on the date, but get this. He leans to the camera and gives a conspiratorial wink. Supposedly, they vanished without a trace. He upends the bottle, drains it, slams it back down to the table. His eyes are rimmed with red. Not much a rumor, considering I already know that you're gone, big brother. I live with that every day. Abruptly, Winters leans forward and reaches for something off screen. The display goes black. Play track 3. The grinding sound from the DVD tray. There is a grinding sound from the DVD tray, and Green Winter's image appears on the screen. There's an eager look on his face. Timestamp on the video reads 2054, October 12th. Stumbled upon this archival footage of Fjordshringa's original attack, months before the Dragonfall. Easy to forget how devastating it was. Adrian saved a lot of people by bringing her down. I've got the footage all queued up to play, starting it now. Additional comments to follow. Slow whir of the DVD player shifts to a high-pitched whine. A distorted, wavering image blooms into being on the screen. A timestamp on the upper right corner of the screen marks the date. July 6th, 2012. Oh, we got it. Oh, cool. Oh, this DVD effect. This, like, screen effect. It's difficult to make out what you're seeing at first. The scene is dark and smoky, and the telltale flashes of emergency vehicle lights flicker on the periphery of the screen. Oh, there. The camera pushes in, and you can make out two figures standing in a ruined landscape. All at once, the sound cuts in. And again, for those of you just joining us, we are coming to you live from Stolberg. A few hours ago, the dragon Fjordschwinger launched an unprovoked attack on the sleepy Hartz Mountain town, and you can see the results behind me. Fire, ashes, and blood. We are joined tonight by a survivor of this latest and most horrifying attack. The reporter turns to face a pale man standing behind him. Sir, I understand that you've been through a terrible ordeal. Thanks for taking the time to speak with us tonight. The camera switches focus to a middle-aged man with a haunted look in his eyes. He stammers out a reply. Yes, of course. If you could, sir, could you please tell the people at home about your experience of the attack? It was horrible. Just pure chaos. So many people are dead. People I know, roasted alive or trampled to death trying to escape. My own house was burned to the ground during the attack. My family, we have nothing now. You all made it through the attack, though. Your wife, your kids. Yeah, we all made it. Thank God. We rode out the attack in a small shelter. Me, my wife, and our 2 daughters. The shelter protected us, but the heat was just unbearable. We couldn't have stayed in there much longer than we did. How long were you holed up in there? 3, maybe 4 hours? I don't know. We just stayed inside until the heat died down and the screaming stopped. And what happened after that? When it was over, you know, when the air cooled down, the reporter nods and the man continues. We stepped outside. There was nothing left, just smoldering wreckage, this dense cloud of black, oily smoke, and the stench in the air. God, that smell. It smelled like rotting meat. Roasting meat, excuse me. There's a long pause. From the tortured look on his face, you can tell that the man is struggling to decide whether or not to continue speaking. Eventually, he does. My girls, they found what was left of their nanny outside. Her body, what was left of it, was slumped against the shelter door. I kept telling myself that I couldn't hear her pounding to get in, but that isn't true. I could. I just couldn't bring myself to open that door. I couldn't risk my family like that. Not for her. Not for anyone. Thank you, sir, for taking the time to speak with us. Yeah. You heard it here, an absolutely chilling account of tonight's attack. Again, the town of Stolberg has been reduced to ash, another victim of the Fire Wing. Stay with us for more up-to-the-minute reporting on Fjordschwinger's Reign of Terror. Green Winter's face reappears on screen. Okay, it's time for a new approach. Adrian's a complete dead end. That much is pretty clear by now. So I'm going to do some digging on Fjordschwinger instead. Let's see where this goes. Screen abruptly goes black as the video cuts off. Play track 4. The DVD player ramps up to speed, filling the air with a shrill, whining sound. Timestamp on the video reads 2054, October 31st. Well, that was a bust. Little progress on Fjordschwinger either. He shakes his head. I don't know, it's weird. The information is there, it's just wrong somehow. It's too well laid out, too simple. Real life is messy, and this feels just a little too neat. It's not the only thing that's nagging at me. Getting that tingly feeling all up and down the back of my neck again. Feels like I'm being tracked. I'm no Matrix hotshot like Clockwork or Schaefer. Hey. But I'm good enough to know when someone's on my scent. Gotta install some new security measures. Can't be too careful. Winter's image disappears. Alright. Play track 5. Display goes blank for a moment. Then the face of Green Winters winks on the screen. You see it at the computer. Off to his left, an enormous monitor fills the screen. His voice carries the edge of panic. Timestamp on the video reads 2054. November 9th. I don't know what the current date is in this game. Whoa! Okay. Christ, I'm getting too close to something. There's a trail of bodies. There have been disappearances. Gearbox, Martian, Peregrine. They've all disappeared within the past few years. Gearbox just went AWOL yesterday. And they were all making the same sorts of inquiries about the fire wing that I have been. There are ghost stories spreading around the Decker community. Stories about Deckers disappearing and then showing up again later, but wrong somehow. Scary stuff, and I'm starting to think that it's true. Blitz leans in to whisper to you. I know the stories he's talking about, Chief. Never really put much stock in him. Until now. Could these rumors be related to what's happening here? Am I being paranoid? Pauses for a moment, as if seriously considering the question. Then he shakes his head and slams his fist on the table. No. I don't think so. Something big is happening here. And I'm right in the middle of it. Iger cuts in. Well, that's a bit of a leap. One other thing. Tolstoy told me a story about a kill team that might be related to all this. Apparently, a Decker named Hellebore posted a theory about Fjordschwinger to the Shadowrun BBS about 5 years ago. About an hour later, a mil-spec team showed up in Meat Space, cooked her entire apartment with her in it. If what Tolstoy told me was true, Hellebore live posted the event. She described her killer, this great big orc with skin grafts, and the whole thread disappeared, gone without a trace. This generally attracts more attention to kill people that way than it is to just, you know, let the information and douse it with enough misinformation alongside of it that it just becomes one more in a giant sea of bullshit. But, sure. Leap, Iger love? Sounds like he's on the right track to me. Iger holds her silence, but concedes the point with a small nod. On the screen, Withers pauses. Looks like he's working up to something. Finally, he speaks. I'm just gonna say it. This has gotta be Fjordschwinger. All of it. Adrian was right about her. She's still alive. She's out of the socks. She's covering her tracks, working the shadows, preparing to rise again. And that means that I have to find you, Adrian, for everyone's sake. Thankfully, I've got a lead. For the first time in 2 decades, I've got a solid, goddamn lead. Why does he think he needs his brother so much if this dragon's alive? Because if this dragon's alive, that means his brother didn't actually succeed in killing it. Like, that's, But anyway, I've backtraced all of the Matrix nodes that Hellebore was looking into back before she got cooked. Whoever's been purging the Matrix didn't think about that, and I found that she'd turned up. Winter stabs a few keys on his keyboard, and an image expands to fill the screen of his monitor. A satellite photo of a rural landscape annotated with GPS data. A set of map coordinates. So now I've got a target, a place to start digging. The Harfeld Manor, conveniently located on an isolated stretch of countryside, miles away from prying eyes. Matrix records indicate that some sort of data vault exists beneath the state, so that's what I need to get into. And this is where we came in. As if on cue, a familiar image breaks out of the monitor Winter's left. Monica. Today I'm going to tap Schaefer for this job. She's got the skills to bypass whatever security they're running out there. She's gullible enough to take the job in the first place. Feed her some line about flex state security and she'll eat it up like a spoon. I warned her. Amstel's voice is choked with rage. I warned her. On the display, Winter's mouth parts into a broad grin. Time to put the plans into motion. By this time tomorrow night, I should have information that I need. And on the off chance that Schaefer gets taken out, well, that'll tell me something too. Can make an omelet and all that. Until then. Play track 6! When you play the 6-track, small video window appears. You recognize the scene in the window. You're looking at the tattered drapes and nicotine-stained wallpaper at Winter's hotel room at Das Kessel House. The timestamp on the video reads 2054, November 10th. There's a blur of motion, and the haggard form of Green Winters lumbers into the frame. Suspicions confirmed. Schaefer dead. Christ. Winters reaches a shaking hand off camera. A moment later it returns, clutching a cheap plastic drinking glass. He gulps something down, wipes his mouth with the back of his hand, and takes a deep breath. Okay. Back up. Slow down. Start from the beginning. Winters closes his eyes and makes a visible effort to calm himself. When he speaks again, his voice is steady. Got the call from my contact in the Kreutz Bazaar. Schaefer killed on the estate run. Matrix security at the estate cooked her brain. Considering Schaefer's skill and experience, on-site ice must have been extreme, even by Berlin standards. Security of that kind costs money. Real money. Given the evidence uncovered so far, corporate involvement unlikely. Connection to the fire wing is too strong. So let's come right out and say it. The dragon is what we're dealing with here. And the smart money says that she's coming for me next. Well, I won't go down without a fight. I still got my contacts. Still got my connections. The flex stick can be a hell of a weapon for a man who knows how to manipulate it. Winters takes another long pull from his glass, grimaces and swallows. Time for me to make my play. Ghost stories are no. Missing Deckers are no. I've got to jack into the Matrix and start pulling strings. The countermeasures that I installed earlier should be more than enough to keep me safe for the 20 minutes I'll be in there. Winters drains the rest of his glass, then tosses it back over his shoulder. A moment later, you hear the dull, cluttering sound of hard plastic on linoleum. Schaefer's death was tragic. She was a staunch supporter of the F state. But still, all things considered, the F state. Oh dear. Winters fishes for something off-screen. A moment later, his hand reappears, clutching a data jack cable. Better her than me. Plugs the cable into his head, and the screen cuts to static. As your finger nears the eject button, a black screen cuts in over the static. A moment later, Green Winter's haggard face appears. If you're watching this, then I guess they caught up with me. They will be after you too now. How does he say that in all caps? Blitz whispers into your ear again, more harshly this time. What the hell is this? Why didn't you warn me about this before I came here? Didn't know. Not exactly. Not exactly? I didn't come here to get hunted by a dragon. I'm not even part of this. You are now, whether you like it or not. So quiet down and stop bothering her. Whoever you are, whatever you think you're after, you need to find Dr. Adrian Vauclair. Not because he's my brother, because if Fjordschwinge is rising again, he's the only one who can stop her. Again, why do you think that? It didn't work the first time. Maybe you need some new ideas. You've seen what happens to people who get close to this. I'm dead. Dozens of others have died. You'll be next, unless you can find Adrian. The screen cuts to static. The message is over. DVD tray slides out of the reader. Is that what happens when a DVD finishes? I don't think it pops back out automatically. Alright, let's talk to Paul. The room goes quiet as everyone struggles to process what you've just seen on the DVD. Finally, Dietrich breaks the silence. A dragon. Son of a bitch. Green Winter sent us up against a dragon. The Fire Wing. Amstel's voice is thick with dread. She lives. I'm really starting to regret the fact that I just didn't stay at the hotel. Iger ignores him. Oh, wait a second. We don't know for certain. Dietrich lays a hand on Iger's shoulder. The evidence seems pretty convincing to me, love. I'll even take it a step further. I think that secret facility that we stumbled into was her lair. The room falls silent. Iger and Glory exchanged glances. After a moment, Dietrich continues. Just think about it. The Decker that Winters got those coordinates from was posting about Fjordschwinge, and she was killed by that same orcish bastard that attacked us after Monica died. There's a direct link between the dragon Scarred Orc, and the Harfield Manor. And then Winters was killed by the same thing that killed Monica. Exactly. My gut tells me that the dragon is down there, Cade Wolf. Someplace far beneath the surface. I think we knocked on the door to Rouleur without even knowing it. And I think that given what we've seen, the dragon will do whatever it takes to keep us quiet about it. Okay, going on the assumption that there is a dragon, and that she will come after us, what do you propose that we do about it? Head back there, kick in the door, and kill the dragon. Problem solved. Yeah, I don't think that that's, So the problem with Winter's advice about finding Vauclair is he was looking for Vauclair for 20 years. Or more than that. And never found any clues. He himself said he gave up on trying to find Vauclair and instead started looking into the dragon. So that doesn't seem like a good idea. Obviously, we can't just kick down the door and kill the dragon. We know dragons don't die like that, so I guess we ask for other suggestions. What we need is information. I think we should pick up where Winters left off. We need to find Vauclair. He told us he couldn't. And how are you planning to do that? Winters spent 20 years searching for him and got him nowhere. Yes, thank you, Dietrich. With the help of an information broker. I'll go back to Altug then. For this? No. While Herr Bergazi is very capable, a task of this magnitude is beyond him. We need to make contact with the premier information broker in Berlin. We need to talk to Alice. Blitz scoffs at Amsel. What? Oh, that's just an extra bracket. There's some typos in this game, but they're all very minor, so. Alice? Best of luck. I hope that you're rich. Amsel raises an eyebrow. For this? Rich enough, even if only just. Who is this Alice? The most prominent figure in Berlin's shadow community. Ex-Schockwellenreiter. She provides information retrieval services for the F-State. Amsel turns to the computer console behind him and runs his fingers over a virtual keyboard. The machine begins to hum. If Winters was right, if Vauclair is still alive, she can help us find him. There is no reason to believe that Vauclair is alive. Very good reason to believe the dragon is alive. No reason to believe Vauclair is alive. The console spits out a stick of black plastic. Amsel plucks it from a computer and hands it to you. Here. Your key to speak to with Alice. A cred stick? Amsel nods. An encoded cred stick, yes. 10,000 new yen. Alice will not show her face for less. This represents the last of my personal savings, Cade Wolf. Make this meeting count. Where do I need to go? Take the U-Bahn to the Altstadt Spandau. There you will find a connecting tube the locals refer to as the rabbit hole. You'll find a method of contacting Alice there. Of course it's called the rabbit hole. For Alice. Don't call it that in front of her though. Word on the street is that she hates it. Okay, so they're calling it that as a joke. Please hurry. While you're out, I will work on acquiring new contracts for the team. Alice is the best there is at what she does, and her services carry a price tag to match. Yeah, so we're out of money. Look at this. Okay, so yeah, I can't look at. I could put that there. I want to take the dog on the mission. Okay. So we gotta talk to Alice. I'm also going to buy that drone. convinced myself. But I could just sell the second one. Yeah. Okay, yes, goes there. Good. I have 2 drones now. That's good. Oh, I didn't even realize you could zoom out. I'm curious if there's any difference between these 2 platforms. I don't think there is. I mean, I would assume not, but they're 2 different locations, so I'm curious. Nope. Is it gonna come with a menu, or is it just gonna take us there? Looks like it's just gonna take us there. And based on the fact we don't have the team with us, there's not gonna be any combat. The only active console in this derelict span of U-Bahn platform is an old video arcade machine. CRT monitor set into the machine's cabinet cap glows invitingly. Cheerful, pixelated graphics swirl and dance on the screen. Investigate the machine. At the base of the control panel, you find a cleverly hidden input port. The port is shrouded in black plastic, and it appears to be the approximate shape of a typical cred stick. Insert OMSL's down payment into the machine. Internal motors grip the cred stick and pull it into the machine. It disappears into the port, and the screen goes black. Well, I hope this is the right thing. Moments later, a video image fills the screen. The picture is dark and grainy, a far cry from the bright, colorful sprites that previously inhabited the display. On the screen is a dimly lit office. The place looks like it was pulled straight from an old detective movie, from the Venetian blinds on the windows to the great swaths of shadow that paint the walls black. Center stage, sitting behind a large mahogany desk, is the silhouette of an impressive-looking woman in a charcoal gray suit. The tip of a cigarette glows cherry red in the shadows. She leans forward into the light, and you catch your first glimpse of Alice. What in God's name is going on with her? Excuse me. Her face is all hard planes and sculpted angles. That's not what that portrait looks like. With high cheekbones and almond eyes. Those are also not almond. Her lips are painted a frigid blue, but the look in her eyes is even colder. A head of lustrous black hair is interspersed with flowing streams of cyan light. Or possibly cayenne. Depending on... Sorry. That's for Jordan. Alice exhales a plume of smoke, then tips her cigarette into a nearby ashtray. She fixes her eyes on you, and her lips curl into a humorless smile. So I'm assuming this is actually fake. Like, well, you know, this is like a simulation or whatever. Not an actual video feed. This is VR. We're on your dime, friend. Tell me what you're looking for. I need you to find someone for me. Dr. Adrian Vauclair. She raises an eyebrow. The Dragon Slayer? Interesting. He's been missing for a long time. Yes, he has. The question is, can you find him? She looks you in the eye, and smile disappears. Her voice is all in business. If he's out there somewhere, I'll find him for you. He could be living under an assumed name in California Free State, and I'd still track him down. And if he's not alive, I'll tell you where you can find his corpse. This seems like a bad thing to do. But also, I really want to do it. Speaking of corpses, Alice, I think I might know who you really are. Oh? Alice leans toward you. Her smile spreads into a predatory grin. Do tell. There was a member of Echo Mirage named Alice Hefner. She died back in 2029 fighting the crash virus. Rumor has it she still exists in the Matrix. Still calls herself Alice, too. An interesting theory, but I fear that my price to confirm or deny it would fall well outside of your price range. Alice leans back in her chair. For now, let's get back to the business at hand. Let's. Alice steeples her fingers. That's a good verb. Steeples. Alright, here's how this is going to work. When you give me the go-ahead, I'm going to start gathering information for you. Once I've finished, you're going to bring me a cred stick with an encryption key that I'll provide you. That cred stick will have 50,000 new yen on it. When I get my cred stick, you get my information. This is the deal. Take it or leave it. Is she a neo-anarchist? I guess because she's part of the Flex State. Price gouging, huh? For a neo-anarchist, you behave an awful lot like an old-world profiteer. Alice smiles at you sweetly. I wasn't aware that there was a difference between the two. Well, she knows about anarchists. It's true. In all seriousness, I'm charging you what the job is worth. Do you know how much work it takes to find a digital ghost? Well, apparently you're literally a digital ghost, so... There's going to be wet work. Breaking into government archives. Hell, I might even have to commission an expedition into the Sox. This is a serious undertaking, friend. Now, do we have a deal? Or don't we? Alright, Alice. It's a deal. Okay, but remember, you say go and I go. From that point on, you're on the hook to pay me my fee. No turning back, no refunds. Are we square on this? Yeah, we're square. So we're gonna have to make 50,000 to pay her. Good. I'll be in touch. The screen goes black. Months later, the machine reboots. The colorful sprites that you saw when you first approached the arcade cabinet return. There's nothing more to see here. Alice is gone. I like you didn't even tell her who you were, but like obviously she could figure it out, or she already knows as soon as you show up. Done with that drone yet? Nope. I don't know if I need a better deck. I don't know what my deck is. That's good. I should probably look at that. Wait, do I have a deck? Do I not have a deck? Does it show up in weapons? Is it considered a weapon? Because, I mean, drones are considered weapons. Or they take a weapon slot. Maybe it does take a weapon slot. Maybe I don't have a deck. That's weird. Oh, everybody's back at their spot. Blitz, look us up. Yeah, okay. Okay. Apparently the only way to continue talking to Blitz is to accuse him of not trusting him or being untrustworthy. Yeah, I think it must take a slot here. So I wouldn't have a gun slot, which I don't need once I have two drones, because I won't be using it. But I guess right now I don't really need to spend the money since I can have Blitz deck. Did you make contact with Alice? Yes, I did. She accepted your payment, and I ordered the search for the information we need. Very good. I can't imagine that this will be cheap. What was Alice's stated price? You're right on that count. 50,000 new yen. He shrugs. It is about as I had expected. Thankfully, we are prepared for this. I have established contact with a number of new clients. You can find information on the jobs logged on your mission computer. One jobs file is on there already. While you're working to earn Alice's fee, I'll continue to dig up clues dig for clues about Fjordschwinga. If she is in fact roosting under the Hartfold Manor, there must be some evidence to support that fact. A dragon is a large thing to hide, after all. Be careful, Paul. Remember what happened to Monica. I will never forget. Don't worry, Kate Wolf. I'm going to conduct my investigation the old-fashioned way. Through context and deduction and careful observation. I will not jack into the Matrix until this entire sorry episode is finished. That's probably wise. Speaking of doing things the old-fashioned way, Elite is working to recover information off of those other DVDs. It's a painstaking process, and it will not be quick, but she is optimistic that she will be successful in time. Finally, I've been checking up on our friend, the orc with the skin grafts. I haven't heard anything back yet, but I'll keep you appraised as the situation develops. Sounds good, Paul. I'll go check up on those jobs. One last thing before you go, Kate Wolf. Samuel Beckenbauer wanted me to pass a message to you. Do you know him? The orc who runs the shelter across the way? Yeah, we met. Ah, well. He has a job for you. He wouldn't discuss it with me, but he promised that it would prove worth your time. I'll keep that in mind. Okay. So... active jobs, okay. Got 2 active jobs. So what does this show? Okay. Pharma cleanup job. Here you'll find the complete transcript of my conversation with Herr Fuchs, a potential client. The job seems to be relatively straightforward and the payout is reasonable. One word of caution before you proceed. There are aspects of this run that you might find morally troubling. Be sure to read and understand the specifics of the job before accepting. If you do accept, you will be expected to carry out the requirements of the job in full. After reading the transcript, you may choose whether or not to accept the job. If you respond to the affirmative, our client will be notified, and I will make all necessary preparations for the run. Herr Amsel. Yes, I'm here. To whom am I speaking? You may call me Herr Fuchs. Very well. Please describe the work that you would like to have done. Straight to the point. I like that. Very well. I would like to retain your team's services to clean up a mess. Go on. My employers dispatched a team of operatives to conduct a quiet operation at a local Sharing Pharma AG lab. Unfortunately, they botched the job. The team was eliminated, but we have reliable information that one of the operatives has been taken captive. If this rogue agent were to spill information leading back to my employers, it could lead to a corporate war. A great many lives could be lost. My employer would like nothing more than to prevent such a tragic turn of events. I see. And you wish to retain my team's services to tie up loose ends? Excuse me. Exactly. The captive operative is a rigger by the name of Thorvald Enstad. We need him neutralized before he can inform on us to his captors. As Enstad and his team have already put the facility on high alert, stealth will not be an option. Your team will need to shoot its way in, eliminate Enstad, and exit the facility. A straightforward enough task, and well within my team's capabilities. What are you offering in terms of pay? 15,000 new yen. This offer is non-negotiable. Very well. I will pass the offer on to my team. Very good. Good day, Herr Amsel. Okay. We are not going to pick it up right now. We're going to read the other ones first. Samuel Beckenbauer has approached me with an offer of work. Apparently, an associate of his has learned some disturbing details regarding the Berlin chapter of the Humanist Polo Club. He would like to contract your team to investigate these rumors. Beckenbauer was unwilling to discuss the specifics of the job in your absence. He has requested that you speak with him in person at your earliest convenience. Okay. Oops. Not that. That was just the 2, right? Alright, let's go talk to Sam. Sam's over here. Yeah, he's right here. Hey, buddy. Hello again, meine Freunde. What can I do for you? I heard that you wanted to talk about a job. Yes. Yes, I do. Thank you for coming so promptly. He takes a deep breath, slowly releases it, looks you in the eye. Tell me, what do you know about the Humanist Pullet Club? They're an anti-metahuman hate group. Wow! Or they're monsters. Yeah, these all sound bad. I mean, they sound bad. He nods. The largest and most well-funded of its kind. The instigators of the Night of Rage, and the enemy of everything that I stand for. Night of Rage? A worldwide race riot. A worldwide race riot? That's a thing. That took place in February of 2039. Thousands of innocent metahumans were attacked, beaten, and killed. Women and children were corralled into warehouses for protection, and then burned alive when the structures were put to the torch. Worldwide, it only killed thousands of people. I mean, only, but like, worldwide, this is what Humanist stands for. This is the agenda that its leaders strive to advance. They will not be satisfied until all metahumans, everywhere, are driven from the face of the earth. So, I imagine this conversation plays differently if you're not, pretty differently if you're not human. Also, I'd be interested to actually what the initial conversations with him play out if you're a troll or a orc or whatever. Disgusting. And this job of yours has something to do with Humanus? He nods. Yesterday, I overheard one of my assistants talking on his comm. He was yelling, clearly agitated. I questioned him, and he confided in me. What he told me made my blood run cold. What did he tell you? His brother Tuck works for a smuggling operation based in Schattennest. Apparently those smugglers have accepted a contract for Volker Stahl. Stahl is a vicious ideologue, and the leader of the Berlin chapter of Humanus. The cargo that the smugglers are delivering includes a large quantity of an extremely hazardous chemical agent. Naturally, this fills me with unease. Whatever Stahl has planned, it can't be good for us. I want you to infiltrate the smuggling operation that is delivering the shipment. Once you arrive at the Humanist compound, you will find out what they're planning to do with the chemical, and to put a stop to it. Would it be easier to just hijack the shipment? Why allow it to get to the Humanist compound at all? I assume because they would just order more and he wants to know what they're going to do with it. He shakes his head. No, stopping the shipment would not stop Humanist. They would merely acquire another. For a pack of snarling racists, they are extremely well funded. I'm shocked that the snarling racists are well funded. That's certainly an unheard of situation. Let's talk compensation. What does this gig pay? Can I mean, I guess we do need 50,000 new yen, but the guy's asking for donations earlier of like pocket change, and I kind of feel like I would like to be able to do this pro bono. Wow, if you had Socialite, you couldn't try to pry him for money. Jesus. I have contacted sister organizations across Berlin and taken up a collection. Yeah, they took up a between us, we have raised 22,000 new yen as payment. I trust that this will be sufficient. I'll do it. Count me in. He nods. Excellent. I am relieved. I will make the arrangements for your meeting with the smugglers. Their leader is an elf who calls himself Maxim. Take the U-Bahn to Schattennest, and you'll find him waiting there. Best of luck to you, Cade Wolf, and good hunting. Know that you are doing a great thing for the metahumans of Berlin. Your efforts will not go unrecognized. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot about, I was like, what is this thing that keeps glowing at me? And I totally forgot that we have to level up people. Our friends. Body +1, quickness +1, ranged combat. God, she gained a bunch of shit. Also, they actually have levels, which is funny since obviously we do not have levels. Shadowrun does not have levels, but for simplicity, they're having levels. Oh, it gives them their combat medic. Is that really? I mean, she has like medical abilities, but she's also, you know, a fucking cyborg with razor hands. Okay, range combat +1, close combat throwing, biotech dodge, pistol, and unarmed. Yeah, so she's like a pistol user, which is interesting. So, melee attack, razor slash followed by a kick. Yeah. Higher power round. It's an additional 2 damage and pierces up to 2. That 2 damage is not even that much. I don't actually know how the armor system works in this game. So I don't know when these abilities are like, so piercing I'm gonna guess is just ignoring armor. Like I think armor works as damage reduction. Piercing means ignoring it for that attack, but stripping it means actually reducing the armor, so all future attacks would all not be affected. And you could over time strip all their armor, I'm guessing. Oh, this is, she can basically chain shot 4 different enemies at the same time. But must have at least 3 targets, okay. Oh right, she has her adrenal pump, I forgot about that. I always forget about that. Okay. Anyway, this I guess is better just because this seems not very useful. It does AP damage, which is okay, but yeah, confirm it. Right. Dietrich's Electric Core spell now strips 1 armor from reflected targets. That's his AoE. Dietrich trains further with thrown weapons, increasing his accuracy with throwing names. Well, that's pretty bad. That's cool. That's less cool. Okay, so that's good if we get this one. Increasing the AoE. Oh, okay, either of these. Okay. Slayer now harms all foes in 3 tiles of 16 damage. Wow. That's pretty good. So that's his, like, aura ability, which requires him to be close to people, though, which is not usually where we want to put him. I mean, we almost never want to even be within 3 tiles of people anyway, because we use guns. Okay. We'll do this, though. Even though, honestly, I don't know that it's not that exciting, either of them. Alright. Tiger gains sniper rifle ability, increases accuracy by 35% for 1 shot. Costs 2 AP. Or shotgun ability that imbalances targets, making them easier to hit on subsequent attacks. So reduces their dodge, basically. That's interesting. It's also easier to use. It has a shorter cooldown, but I don't know that accuracy is really the problem. Like, I want to use her primarily as a sniper. Oh, also, I forgot what she was. Yeah, wow. Glory gains a shit ton more shit at level 2 than these guys do. Also, she has rifle. Is shotgun not its own skill? No, it is totally its own skill. Yeah. So. Oh, look at him. He's not very good. Poor guy. So yeah, she gets rifle bonuses. Is she gonna get bonuses to shotgun? Discarding, ignores armor. Shotgun ability, sets targets on fire. Yeah, the sniper abilities are generally more. So this is like, yeah, she gets to rush up to people with her shotgun. Or she gets to snipe people. It's an ability that reloads all of her equipped weapons, okay. Or target 2 enemies in one action. With the sniper, I believe. She also gets grenades, which are I mean, they're kind of short range, and just the game in general takes place at short range, so that's kind of the issue, but I think I'd still give her the sniper shot. I guess. I don't know, I don't think it's going to matter too much. I hope. Oh, hi, Dietrich. What's up? He raises the bottle as you approach, and tosses it away. Figured I'd run into you here, boss. Wanted to make sure I cup with you before you headed off. Takes a deep breath and slowly releases it. Looks you in the eye. We need to have a talk about this Humanist gig. Go ahead, Dietrich. I'm listening. Well, I've got history with Humanist. I fought him back in 39 during the Night of Rage. Hell of a thing that was. I remember the terror, senseless violence, the murdered children. I remember this little dwarf boy. Stuffed his body in the gutter. I can still see his face, all bruised and broken. To this day, it makes my blood boil. Anyway, long story short, we beat him. Berlin's punks and anarchists all came together, and we stomped the living dreck out of those racist pigs. Where are the communists in Shadowrun? It's kind of a giant absence, especially in Germany. A lot of good people died that night. Or, you know, Europe, basically, as compared to the US. A lot of good people died that night, but we put down some of the bad ones, too. Why are you telling me all this? So you'll understand, I don't like Humanists. I hate the swine. But there's one of them that I gotta try to save. My nephew, Alexander. He's a good kid, Kid Wolf. I don't believe for a second that he's bought into their bullshit. But I have it on good authority that he signed on with Humanists all the same. Why would he join a hate group if he isn't a racist? Can't say for certain, but I have a pretty strong guess. Alexander's dad is a miserable sack of a man. I wouldn't put it past him to look at Humanists as a boarding school. They feed and house the recruits, and that's money that he'd rather spend on himself. So I'm asking you, as a personal favor, to let me come along on the run. I have to get into that compound. I have to find Alexander. I have to turn him around before those animals make him do something unforgivable. Of course, Dietrich. I'd keep you for something like this. Thanks, boss. I never doubted you'd bring me, of course. You're too good a woman for that. But it's good to hear all the same. Yeah, so you only have, like, as many characters as you have party members. You don't have, like, more like you do in, you know, Dragon Age or something. Let's save before we actually do this. But you can, oh, why can't I save here? I need to leave the platform? No, I just can't save here. Well, why would I not be able to save here? That doesn't make any sense to me. Okay. But you can hire Shadowrunners for, like, contract Shadowrunners for an individual mission. You get, like, a little thing that gives you the option. Okay, well, I guess we're just going to do this, because I don't have the ability to save, apparently. Yeah, here we go. Fixer has access to a small network of mercenaries in the Berlin area. These runners appear below your core team, and the runner selection screen can be hired on a mission-to-mission basis. Yeah, so the advantage, of course, is that your people don't cost anything. So, want to buy her because she's good. She's pretty much the best in terms of combat. We do want Dietrich. Blitz is not great, but oh, he's got drugs. Man, you gotta get off the drugs. The advantage of Blitz, of course, is he has a deck and I don't, so that's gonna be, right now, it's probably gonna be, we're gonna take him. Let's look at, yeah, poor Glory, she's not really very good. I wonder if we can get her better cyborg stuff. Thanks to a steady supply of hyper. Oh. Magically enhanced sword-wielding Ronin. God. I think some of these at least are Kickstarter backers. Oh hey, Lucky Strike! You can actually hire her. Skilled with blades, grenades, and guns. Why is it only 2 damage? Mercenary, Shaman, Pugilist. We're probably gonna take... Oh, we only can take 3 people. I was thinking we actually had 3 slots, but or 4 slots rather. But we actually do have to make a decision between these 2. So, okay, in that case, I am gonna go buy that deck. Sorry, Blitz. I'd rather have Glory. So we want the better deck. Yep. Yeah, I know. Okay. Yeah, it does take a slot. Okay. So I don't have a weapon now, but I guess that's fine. I don't really need one. Oh yeah, now I've got my deck on my back. Okay, that's familiar. Alright. Take an Eiger, Dietrich, we'll take Glory. Wow, what is that gun? Oh, it's just an assault rifle, it just looks weird. These people do not actually have very good skills, so... Remember in Shadowrun Returns, there was one guy who was just like... He's basically equivalent to her, I think. It was just like a guy who was good with a gun, with assault rifles, and he just had a good assault rifle, and I ended up taking him on a lot, even though he's So yeah, I take her because she's our medic, and kind of had some issues there. So yeah, let's go to Shot Nest. Let's do this. False Flag. Well, that's an ominous name. The U-Bahn rattles to a halt at the edge of the Kreutzberg. You're only a few blocks away from Schattennest, the Keats that Maxim and his smugglers call home. According to Samuel, they should be expecting you. Okay. Yeah. Ah, now we can. Okay. So we can totally just give her the assault rifle that we have, which isn't a very good assault rifle, but might be a reason for it. Just what I wear when I'm not on tour. So one thing I need to remember is that these, I believe, I'm pretty sure based on the level up descriptions, these items actually replenish every time you start. The ones that they have, not the ones that I have. Which means I should actually use them, because I always don't. Low tech opens up so many possibilities. Does it? She's got a flashbang grenade and then a bunch of medkits. You have 2 grenades. I kind of wish we had more grenades, but yeah. So let's give this to you, because there's not really any reason not to. Just like... Oh yeah, so it says loaned. Okay. Just as a thing, she's got the rifle skill, she might need it. Unspent karma. I mean, I guess we can look at it, but... I do have 11 karma. Oh, could I not see that stuff because I can't actually equip it? I don't think so, because I could use it for someone else. Yeah, definitely want to get to that. 6 is really good. AP bonus, the armor is good too. Yeah, the rest of them are 7 and 8 are not as exciting. I mean, they're good, but they're not as good. But plus 2 AP is huge. Jesus, that's crazy. So man, trolls can only have 6 intelligence. It's really fucked up. Racial or slash species limits on stats are real bad. Okay, I'm gonna put this here. I'm not necessarily gonna level one of these because I might need a level body. Look, boss, I just want to thank you for bringing me along in this one. It means a lot. Even Shadowrunners have families. Alexander, he's a good kid, you know. If I'd been there for him, if I hadn't run off to Berlin and left him with his worthless sack of a dad, he'd never have fallen in with those humanist pigs in the first place. Expression on Dietrich's face softens and he claps you on the shoulder. Let's go and find my nephew, and let's crack all the humanist skulls we can along the way. The fuckers have it coming in more ways than I can count. Okay, who's this guy? Food cart vendor. Hi. A matronly woman with a round face and kind eyes greets you. Her apron is caked with what looks like about a year's worth of grease. Guten Tag. What can I get you? That depends. What do you have? Well, today we have a soya-based currywurst for 5 new yen, or soup and a sandwich combo for 10. Good, simple, stick-to-your-ribs food. Perfect for a cold day like this. Yeah, the snow's coming down. Nothing for me, I'm good. The smile on her face is not reflected in her eyes. Good day to you, then. Come back anytime. Okay. Searching the dead drop, you find a package with the telltale markings of the Shockfelon writer. Regarding Humanus, this is an open request for information on current and past donors to the Humanus Paula Club. Identifying information such as home addresses and photographs is preferred. The presence of this hate group and its supporters will no longer be tolerated within our community. We will expose them to the harsh light of truth. The timely delivery of this information will be well rewarded. Freedom, equality, information. Shockfelon writer. Okay. Oh, look at this guy. A rough-looking dwarf with a fire plug build. The fuck is a fire plug build? Holds out his hand as you approach. Whoa there, beanpole. I don't know where you think you're headed, but you should turn around and go back the way you came. I've got business on the other side of your barricade. One way or another, that's where I'm going. He stares at you, an appraising look in his eye. Well, you look like you can handle yourself. But still, I'm telling you, the people out there are bad news. There are gangs on the other side of this barricade who'd skin you alive as soon as they look at you. Well, then I'll just have to skin them first. He shrugs. Alright, be my guest. Go play with the torture gangs. Something tells me you'd be a better fit out there anyway. He gestures to the troll standing behind him. Let him by, Sarah Gage. Okay. Absolute Berlin. Get that good graffiti. So can we save the game? No, we still can't save the game. What is going on here? We can totally save it before. I don't know why we can't save the game. Well, now we can save it. Okay, I have no idea what's going on. But weird. Maxim, okay. There's the guy. Is that a giant hole in the street? Because that looks like a giant hole in the street. There's more holes in the street. Oh my god. That portrait is like... Wow. Man. The figure at the center of the group shoots you an insolent glance. His fine elvish features match Samuel's description. Yeah, those are fine elvish features, alright. This must be Maxim, your smuggler liaison. Well, well. If it isn't the muscle that Tuck promised us. Look who it is, everybody. The new hires have elected to grace us with their presence. Nice of you to join us. He glances you at the PDA on his wrist and looks back up at you. When he speaks again, his voice is sharp and humorless. You're late, chummer. I got held up at the wall. He lets out a theatrical sigh. Well... You come highly recommended, so I suppose I'll overlook it. Look, do you want to do this thing, or do you want to stand around talking about it? He gives you a momentary scowl, then turns away. Without a word, he slaps the side of a bulldog step van. The second van of the same design rumbles to life a few feet away. Pile in, people. Cade Wolf is right. Let's get to it. I was like, is it going, or do I have to click on something? But no, it's going. 20 minutes into your trip, the van comes to a screeching halt. Maxim presses his face to the passenger window. From the mix of anger and dread on his face, you can tell that he doesn't like what he sees. What, some torture gangs? Damn it. I knew this was gonna happen. I fucking knew it. He cranes his neck around to look you in the eye. Everybody pile out of the van. And get ready, Cade Wolf. We're gonna need some muscle in a second. As you take your position outside the van, you hear a shrill voice bark out an order. A pair of portable gun turrets begins to excuse me, begins to self-calibrate in response. Sweeping your gaze over the gangers assembled before you, you identify the owner of the voice, a leathery woman with wild hair and a mirthless smile. Well, she looks nice. She looks reasonable. Let's talk. Let's negotiate. She calls out again, her voice brimming with pride. Hello out there. Welcome to Rambach territory. Maxim licks his lips, his eyes scanning over the gangers' hastily assembled roadblock. This Keats belongs to Surf Turf slag, as for months. You better clear on out of our way before they show up and force you out. Surf Turf? Those tunnel rats? They're ancient history. Go ahead and call them if you don't believe me. Her face twists into an ugly smile. Scream as loud as you want. They won't hear you. We buried them last week. Maxim's expression turns stony, but his voice remains calm. Congratulations on your victory. You must have taken some losses in the fight, though. I'm betting you're not at 100%. Why don't you let us cross the bridge in peace? There's no need for any bloodshed today. You know what? You're absolutely right. We don't need to fight. You can just pay us a small toll, and we'll be more than happy to let you cross our bridge. I'm thinking, say, 500 new yen per van. Her voice turns cold. Otherwise, better find another way to get where you're going. Because this bridge is ours, and nobody passes without paying the toll. Nobody. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe this does need to get violent. Maxim turns to you. Get ready to ventilate these assholes, Cade Wolf. We've got a schedule to keep. So, we can do what we're supposed to do, which is help the smugglers. We can attack everyone. I don't even know why you would ever do that, or what that gets you. I guess but they're smuggling you. These are the guys who are smuggling us to Humanus, right? So there's not a shipment to get money out of, right? Or they're not going to get money out of their delivery because we're going to go there and kill everyone? Or negotiate with the gangers? I don't want to pay 1,000 new yen. I don't have 1,000 new yen. I guess let's try and negotiate. Good. It's a real good idea, pal. See that? You're most a little smarter than you are. You should have put her in cards. Oh, I don't have the gang etiquette. Maxim wheels around to face you, his face a mask of fury. His voice explodes out in a harsh whisper. Quiet the fuck down! You don't speak for me! You don't speak for this organization! You're right, this is my show, my mistake. Goddamn right it is. Now you gonna help us take these punks down or not? Yeah, we got you covered. He nods and draws his weapon. Good. Maxim's voice comes out in a roar. Take him down, boys! Open fire! Maybe we could have, pretended to negotiate and backed up and... No. Any kind of... Are they covered in explosive barrels? Because that would be hilarious. That's less hilarious. I hope that those are not all on their side. Can I... What the hell did you even shoot at? What? Okay, who all is this here? Smuggler, ganger. Those are barrels, but I don't know if they're explosive or not. I'm gonna assume they look explosive. Ganger. Where's the... Oh, that's the boss. Okay. That's the person we want to kill. My punch. Alright, so steady shot, aim shot. Heavy cover. Alright, but we could blow this up. That seems pretty good. Also throw a grenade, maybe. Wow, why is there so much cover? I guess she had to move. Okay. Oops. Okay, so we can haste. I always forget that she has this. Okay, it's +1 AP for 3 rounds. Okay, we should probably use that. It's basically a personal haste. Yeah, activate it, please. Alright. So yeah, she has now some AP. So we can run up to there. That's probably good. But we do have people behind us, so I guess we need to keep that in mind. Wait, what? Why was that? Fuck. I thought that was 1. That was apparently 2. I wasn't paying attention. Can we... Where is this? It should be right at the start of the fight, I think. Because this feels like I'm on hard difficulty. The fights have been a little bit more difficult than I expected them to be. Oh, F5 to quick save. Oh, it's right here. Okay, well, that's fine too. Doesn't really make a difference. See if things go any differently. Well, Dietrich's going to get hit, so that's actually much better. Also, he actually hit with his grenade instead of firing off in the right. Like, you're right there, buddy. All right, but he missed, so ends up about the same. All right, I wish I could see how much. So you can see hit points. She only has 45 HP. He's at 50 HP. Jeez. 45, 30. Can't see how much our HP our allies have. Okay. Oh, I see. Yeah, 1 and then 2. It was right there. Okay. I see. So we can see the armor here. Okay. That's on our side. This is... I really want to blow these up, but... It's 2 action points for a grenade, so she can't really throw grenades, unfortunately. At this time. Why is that? Oh, she can throw like over here. Weird. Okay. So, I need to get my drones activated. Although I probably want to run for cover before I do that. Before I activate the second one, so I might run into the... that not proper cover? Seems like it should be. Well, I should be out of line of sight to even attack there, so it should be okay. That guy's gonna fall off it. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Right, how much HP do these actually have? 5. Good. That's what I want here. Alright! That's pretty good! That's really dumb. Fucking hilarious. Okay. Also, it's really annoying that, like, so Glory knows the HP, so but I have to click over to her to actually see it, versus, like, not being able to see all these guys. 99, 99, okay, so, how much damage do you do? 12. That is not necessarily going to be enough to hit it unless it's a crit, but it is in the open, so it could crit, I think. I think that is the case. Didn't. Okay. Alright, so we can actually kill most of these guys, probably, with enough attacks, which means we're going to actually be worried about these guys. Which is not what I expected. Well, she probably can't get shot from these guys, so if we take out these 3, or these 4, then she should be safe, so we should be able to use her 2 attacks, because she has really good accuracy. So, Glory would need to move. She wants to move somewhere like here. Then maybe fire at one of these down here. Okay. 83%. 98%. This would take this out. 16. Yeah, she's only got 7, so. Alright, good. 2 attacks. Right. There's the problem that. So, one, she can't hit this guy. She can't kill that person. She can kill this though. Oh no, shoot, I shouldn't have had Glory Fire because now I can't go over to her and see her see HP. It's really annoying. So we could do this, but she's in heavy cover, it's not gonna do a lot of damage. It also takes 2 action points, so I don't want to do that actually. I definitely want. Okay, let's take our regular shot at this thing because I think we need to do that. Didn't kill it. Okay. And we're gonna take our regular shot at the other thing, probably. Probably gonna haste her actually. This is amazing. Yeah. Half HP. Was that? Oh, that was the full. Oh, wait. Oh, I hope those aren't gangers. Okay. Hit that guy. That's fine. That's also fine. Oh, grenade. You're bad at throwing grenades. Whoa! Oh, that's our guy. Alright. Okay. This is our guy. He killed someone. So we got these 2. Okay. I am putting my other bot up. Yeah, this bot has aim shot. That's cool. Other bot did not have that. D trick. Okay. I suppose you can hit both of them. Well, you could try to hit both of them. It seems like a useful thing to do, even if it's only 57%. Alright, we missed, quote unquote. Fucking murder that guy. Seems good to me. 19 HP. 9 damage. What does this mean? What is ARP? Oh, armor piercing. Okay. Sure. Okay, good. We're now done with this side. Now we get to move. So you cannot hit anyone from there. I may actually be out in the open, but oh well. So you totally just full auto that person, which might actually not be a bad idea. Yeah, that might actually be good. I'm pretty glad that I gave her that. That's 2. Let's not do that again. God for the what you call it? The ability in XCOM 2 where you can see where you'll be able to target. If you're out of position, that would be incredibly useful here. Wounded. Yeah, I'm really surprised this person is still there, considering right next to those 2 people. Alright. So I think we full auto this person, and we'll still have 1 AP left, so we can actually move after this if it doesn't. Nope. It's pretty good. Pretty happy with that. Oh yeah, you actually have... She actually has 3 AP as well, so she can actually move like here, or here. Maybe just all the way up to here. And then burst fire this guy. Wow. Well, that was garbage. Alright, move to there, Iger. Whoa! Okay, I thought there was another guy. Shotgun man. This range, this mage is really into like running up to people. Okay. 3%. Can't shoot him. Oh, that's with the... Yeah, I want to use the sniper rifle. Well, it's actually pretty much the same. Wow. Missed, huh? Be able to see anyone from there. Oh, this game's UI is not the best. Well, never mind. Full auto fire is pretty good. It's good shit. Alright, you got one more AP. Let's run you over there. Oh. Ow! Glory, you got murked. You literally... You missed him at point blank range. Are you gonna fire a grenade at him? Please do not do that. Oh, she can't actually see her? I guess? There we go. Oh, well, I didn't actually mean to run her. I thought I was getting the bot. Oh, well, it can go even closer. There we go. Oops. I hope our stuff is reloaded. I would assume that you are assumed to start fights. Maxim wipes his face with a handkerchief. The cloth comes away wet with blood-streaked sweat. Well, that wasn't pleasant. All part of the job, though, eh? You tell me. You're the big-time smuggler. I'm just Howled Muscle, remember? Yeah. Well, trust me, it happens. Just glad that I had you here to cover me. Always good to have a competent woman at your back. Maxim pauses for a second before continuing. I gotta admit it, Cade Wolf. This attack made me nervous. We're running late, we're low on ammo, and there's no time to call for reinforcements. Whichever way you slice it, we won't be going into this meet at our best. When we roll up on the meeting site, be ready. We may need the element of surprise if negotiations go south. Gotcha, Maxim. Good shooting back there, by the way. Thanks. Turns his back on you and begins walking back to the van. Kiss ass. Yeah, but he likes it. These are very mystery machines. The courtyard of the Humanus compound is strangely quiet. The only activity that you notice is the clatter of the mechanized gates as they rumble shut behind the vans. The bulldogs roll to a stop. You step out alongside Maxim and the rest of the smugglers. There are crates here, a lot of crates, all scattered in various stages of disorganization. It looks as though your delivery is just one of many that this branch of Humanus has received. The smugglers unload the cargo from their vans with practiced efficiency. The whole operation feels polished and professional, but you can tell that Maxim is nervous. You can see it in his eyes. The smugglers finish unloading the last of the crates, then take up positions around the van. Minutes pass. Nobody comes to meet you. No welcoming party. Maxim shakes his head. This isn't a good sign. It's almost as if they didn't expect us to make it here. He nods. My thoughts exactly. This puts us in a bad spot, Cade Wolf. I'm not sure what our next step is. Your next step is to sit out here. Mine is to go inside. I've got a job to do. His eyes widen. You're not hired muscle at all, are you? You're a Shadowrunner here on a job. That's right. There's no reason why I can't help you out while I'm doing it. You're serious, aren't you? You're really going in there. Takes a step back. Well, be my guest. I won't get in your way. When you make it back, if you make it back, we'll be out here waiting for you. There's a warning label plastered on the side of its container. Judging by the small print on the label, whatever's being stored in here is extremely bad news. Take a closer look at the label. Warning, highly dangerous chemical agent. Do not take internally. Avoid contact with skin, eyes, mouth, and clothing. Increases aggression and reduces impulse control when inhaled. Avoid breathing fumes or vapor. Important, do not proceed unless material safety data sheet has been read and understood. Oh, you know, just... Okay. Transition is all it says. Great. Anything? Absolute Berlin. What does that say? Oh. Totet alle metas, so death to all metas. For Dimension von Berlin. Von Berlin. You know, for the people of Berlin. You're about to transition to a new location. Yes, continue. The Humanities compound smells like a locker room. It doesn't look much better. Calling the building run down would be an understatement. Paint is peeling off the cheap Duraplast walls, and the tiles on the floor are mired with decades worth of grime. Excuse me. It's an old, ugly place, perfectly suited to the old, ugly ideology being practiced here. You enter the compound. The information that Samuel Beckenbauer sent you here to find lies somewhere ahead. It's really weird to get all preachy about racism being bad in Shadowrun. Not because racism is not bad, obviously. But just because the entire world of Shadowrun is shit. Like, everything everywhere is terrible. You know, it's a cyberpunk capitalist dystopian hellhole. So it's really weird to be like, oh, these shitty people. Racists. Like, everything is racist here. In addition to being terrible in all the other ways. Okay. Security cameras seems bad. There are also people that ran away from us. That seems bad. Okay. Can I... Okay, there we go. Oh. I can't hack these? I can't. Can I not? Pretty sure this is a thing you send your drone through, but I can't do it, I guess. Not sure if I need a different... If I need more drone control, or what. Armory door, okay. This is like a cafeteria. Wait, we can actually see into the armory there. Note. There's a handwritten note sitting on the table. Hey, Capel. You come highly recommended. Anyone who did what you did to those elves will go around far around here. You can hit the kitchen anytime, but otherwise stay close until unless otherwise cold. Your locker code is 2619. Locker 3. Alright. 2619. Let's go back. Oh yeah, there's that little vent, but I guess there's no reason to put it over here. I thought maybe we didn't want to activate the security camera, but it doesn't seem like that. Locker opens with a click. There's a note inside. Recruit Capel. Your enthusiasm at the rally was more than commendable. Those Trog bastards really got what was coming to them. Volker wants to see you right away. His personal code is Pride. Share this with no one. Okay. Assume that doesn't work on the armory. I wish I could have someone else go first. Yeah, that seems bad. It's a giant turret there. Not into that. Okay. That seems good. Power up the turret and set it to attack your enemies. Into that. Humanus Polyclobe logo fills the majority of the screen on this terminal. A welcome message written in a cartoonishly aggressive font appears below. Please log in to begin. Hack the terminal. Operations account information downloaded. You gain access to a list of Humanus safe houses worth some new yen in the right hands. Okay. Safe houses, not the donor list though. Okay. A list of the newest batch of Humanus recruits. Here's the latest group of recruits. Some of them are already showing signs of promise. Okay, recruit 1, Anne Klein, recruit 2, Egon Capel, which means that doesn't correspond to their bunks, because he was bunk 3. Alexander Farber, which is the guy where Dietrich's nephew, I think. Assuming there's only one Alexander. Friedrich Bauer, Shin Yamada, Gernot Schumacher. Make sure they get assigned to their bunks in alphabetical order this time. Saeed. I kept losing track of who was who in the last batch. As always, I'm changing the code from my office. The new code is Pride. Volkerstahl. Okay. So we can figure out what order they're in. Oh, you download a file containing the recruits' numeric key codes along with the door code to your PDA. Oh, okay. Cool. After a few minutes of sifting through account sheets, you find what you're looking for. A complete donor list for the Berlin chapter of Humanus. What do you do if you don't have a Decker here? You download the list to your PDA. There are quite a few well-known names on here, including a billionaire philanthropist and a children's Tridio show host. Let's look at the file cabinet. The file cabinet is crammed full of Humanus propaganda. First pamphlet. Human. You work hard. You play fair. And still, you can't get ahead. But have you ever wondered why? The answer is simple. The elf is using the orc and the troll as muscle against you. Think about it. When you turn on your Tridio after a hard day's work, who do you see? The pampered elf, basking in the lack of luxury, squandering the money that you could be using to feed your children. When you walk through a dark alley on your way home from the market, what do you fear? The mongrel orc and the savage troll lying in wait to rob you of your hard-earned gains. The elf, the orc, the troll, if all are parasites, leeching away at your prosperity and happiness. It's time to wake up and do something about it. So what are you gonna do, human? Apparently dwarves are fine. Support the Humanus Polyclub. Together we will show pride in what we are and defend ourselves from the jackals at our door. Humanus forever. Read the second pamphlet. Human. They say that you can't get a job because of the economy, but you know the real reason. Meta-humans. The elf, with his pretty boy looks, takes the high-paid corporate desk job, rises to the top, and blocks the top positions forever. Never aging, never retiring. The orc is willing to work for table scraps, driving the cost of labor down and depriving you of a decent wage. The troll takes all of the manual labor jobs. That's right, not even the sweat of your own brow can earn you a living these days. Join Humanus and turn the tide on economic repression. Humanus forever. Again, no dwarves. Dwarves are a thing, right? Read the third pamphlet. Human. Oh, well, here we go. Ever wonder why dwarf shops are all family run? Free labor. And whose businesses suffer? You guessed it. We, the humans, wind up paying in reduced sales and lost wages. Every day, another dwarf-run store opens. And every time that happens, more dwarves flock to our neighborhoods, driving good, honest, human businesses out. They say it's for community. They say it's for protection. But why can't they keep to their own neighborhoods? What are they hiding? Stand up for your people. Stand up for what's right. Join the Humanist Public Club. Humanist forever. Well, that was not useful. Let's go back here. Oh, excuse me. Whew. Okay. Let's look at our mission data. Okay, here we go. Clean, Capel, Farber, Bauer. So Bauer 3706 should be first one. Nitro. Okay, great. I'm not taking the nitro. Fairber should be next. 1409. Locker opens with a click. Inside you find a note. Alexander, you have seemed less than enthusiastic in our education sessions. Please understand that we are not a shelter. We are a factory. A factory that refines the dross of society, people like you, into strong, pure warriors for humanity. In the future, see to it that you are on time and well rested. If you drop the ball again, we're going to have a little talk about your future in this organization. Well, good, he's being a slacker. Teacher snatches the note out of your hands. I knew it! I knew that Alex wouldn't buy into their bullshit. He reads the note over again, his lips moving at the syllables. Come on, boss. He's still somewhere. Here somewhere. There's still time. Capital clean. 4176. Strewn among a pile of dirty clothes, you find a tread stick. Okay. Yeah, thanks for your money, kid. Schumacher 1106. Find a note. Friedrich, I'm pleased with how well you are doing. To show my growing trust in you, I'm giving you a new assignment in addition to your trainee duties. Beginning tomorrow, I would like you to tidy the armory. The access code is purity. See that you don't forget it. Yeah. Tomorrow evening, I will expect to see a full inventory of the weapons in our arsenal by nightfall. With it, you will deliver me a requisition order for the weapon of your choosing. Your pick, my boy. I leave it to you. Congratulations, Friedrich. The honor is well deserved. Sweet. And last but not least, 2114. Oh, it's empty. That's fine, though. Purity! Oh, hi! Hello, turret. Let's do that first. Medical supplies. Okay. Yep, we'll... Can I not swap it? Try to swap it. Oh wow, there's more of them. Okay. Oh yeah, there's a lot. Okay. I think I'm gonna need multiple drone repair things. Just in the stash. Weapon rack. Ooh. That's the same pistol I picked up last time, I think. This is a shotgun. Mossberg CM. Okay, CMDT 14 damage. Let's look at the. Curious if I look at Iger, what Iger's shotgun is. Oh, okay, it's better than hers, so could consider swapping that when we get the ability to. Top of the line flash grenade. -3 AP to everyone hit by its blast. Wow. It's a good grenade. Midline frag grenade. Oh yeah, we'll swap that for... Ooh, phosphorus grenade. Which is burning. So it causes damage over time. Man, that's some serious shit. That was good. Let's go up here. Purge. They got horrible graffiti in their own base. That seems bad. Okay. Anything in here? There's also no one here. Okay. To the door code. Pride. You know. Seems bad. Stocky man in a military surplus jacket enters the room. He's flanked on either side by a pair of young women. Their faces are masked by white kerchiefs, and each of them carries an unholstered pistol. That's not intimidating. Lower your weapons, girls. We have a guest. Soldiers exchange glances, then lower their sidearms. They look at you. Their stares full of hatred and bile. There, that's better. His neutral expression curdles into a malevolent grin. I have shown you hospitality, stranger. Now it's time for you to return the favor. So tell me, why are you here? I'm here with the smugglers. We brought your shipment and we're waiting to be paid. Oh, don't you worry. Your friends are already being taken care of. Smile widens. Trust me. They'll get everything that's coming to them. Was that supposed to be scary? Because I'm not impressed. I'm kind of sad about, Maxim's probably dead, but... Patience, stranger. By this time tomorrow, you'll be plenty impressed. I guarantee it. Spent a lot of cargo moving through here. Planning something big, Volker? He offers you a broad smile. It's going to be glorious. The gas that you hauled in for us, it's going to prove every word that we've been saying. The trogs, the halfers, the goddamn dandelion eaters. One whiff of this stuff and they're going to tear each other apart. And then they'll spill into the good human neighborhoods where we'll be waiting to stop them. You watch and wait, traitor. Stahl gives you a broad grin. It'll be a bloodbath. You're gonna drive a bunch of metahumans crazy in order to prove the metahumans are crazy? You're pathetic, Stahl. Smile fades from his face. I've heard just about enough insolence from you. I might just have my men teach you some manners. Sound of hurried footsteps echoes down the hallway behind you. The Humanist leader smiles. And his luck would have it. Here they come now. Well, they're gonna have a bad... What? Dietrich's eyes go wide. He takes a step forward toward the nearest Humanist gunman. Alexander! The youth blinks surprise. He half lowers his weapon. Uncle Dietrich? Shoot him, Alexander. This man is an intruder and a traitor, come here to do us harm. You're gonna put a shell in someone, put it in Stahl. He's a monster, Alex. I know you can see that. Humanist gunman flanking Stahl exchange uncertain glances. One begins to raise her pistol, but hurriedly lowers it when the Humanist leader steps forward. Stahl fires, fixes Alexander with a stern gaze. You swore an oath to us, Alexander. You will be a man and keep it. Well, I don't know anything about Alexander. Don't let him pressure you, boy. I'm not a boy, and he's right. I did swear an oath. I owe Humanist. They took me in when nobody else would. Taught me to be strong. No, Alex, what these pigs are teaching you, it ain't strength. Come with me and I'll take you under my wing. Show you what real strength is. The traitor associates with mongrel filth. If you listen to him, you will be betraying your people. If you betray your kind to these meta lovers, we will put you down, boy. You hear that? We will kill you. Ah! Without a word, Alexander wheels around and points the rifle at Stahl. Humanist leader recoils in alarm. Alexander levels the weapon, and all hell breaks loose. By which we mean we awkwardly and quietly run to spots. Oh, there's a lot of guys out there. It's a good thing I activated those turrets. Well, this turret. The other one I don't think is going to matter, but... Well, it's soaking up a bunch of damage. It's not doing anything. It doesn't look like it's going to do a whole lot else. Okay. So, there's Stahl. There's some dudes here and here. There's Alexander. That's good. Yeah, so they're all out there. Which now I'm glad I didn't open those doors. So we probably want to... Okay, so first you can use your ability, your pump. That's good shit. So right now they're not here, so we can take cover here. Deal with these guys. Should have a better spot somewhere to flank them. Oh, hey, he's actually on our side, and he's got a gun. Seems good. Okay. Also, these kids are probably... I think we should probably just, like, grenade fucking shit here. This is like... Yeah. Okay. So we can't hit all three, but this seems good. That didn't do a whole lot, as much as I was hoping it would. 16 or 12 damage, okay. There's 8 damage, 12 damage. I have one of these grenades, 16 damage. How much HP do they actually have? 21, 24, okay. Oh, Stahl only has 10 HP. Okay, he may be dying here. To glory, probably. Alright, well, we should do the other stuff first. 8, 12. Let's throw a grenade. Okay. 12 and 18. So So if I throw a grenade... Oh, why can I only fire it there? That's weird. You are flanking him. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. That and that guy. Okay. Activate both drones. Good. Good. Achievement unlocked. Stall out. Let's just run over here and then shoot him in the face. Alright, our turret's gone, but that's fine. Okay, that door is now suddenly open. It wasn't before. How dare you? Really? How dare you? Shot me. Do I have cover? Not really. Oh well. That guy's got a gun. Wow. Well, that sucks. Seven or four? I'll do this right. Good. Retreat over there. Tiger can go back here. She can't actually... Oh, she can Overwatch. Yeah, Overwatch with the sniper rifle. Oh, okay, there we go. These are not places of... Okay, go over here. Looks like we're gonna have to fight our way out. Alright, well, that's fine with me. Alright, kid, you wanna go somewhere that is not so dangerous for you? These are all bad. There's not a lot of cover here. Why is there not a spot on the other side of this desk? Kid's actually useful. He's just like, oh, okay, he can go over here, I guess. Kind of sucks because it's right up in front, but... Oh, hey, he's got Overwatch. Ouch! Shot my drone again. 77% chance to hit. Okay. You can't see, right? That's what I thought. Oh, hey, can you haste her now? Can haste her. Excellent. Excellent. Missed the goddamn 76%. You can't Overwatch. That's kind of annoying, actually. I'm surprised she can't Overwatch. But yeah, she's really not very good. This whole combat thing. Okay, you can Overwatch. Can we burst fire Overwatch? Oh. Not actually willing to, Okay. Let's go up here. Because you can Overwatch. Is anybody wounded? Just my drone. He can Overwatch, so bring him in here. D-Trick. Come here. Get an aim bonus. Yeah, I'm gonna stay there. That's fine. Wish I could Overwatch, but I can't. You're gonna come over here. Can't Overwatch either, so let's just kind of come up here. And that's really all we need to do, because I don't really want to move any further. Oh, hey, kid. This guy, I feel like this guy is like, opens this door and there's an entire team of Shadowrunners just staring at him, like with guns pointed directly at him. It's like, maybe this was a bad idea. Also, is this the guy with the bat, or does he actually have a gun? Can't tell. Oh, we made the 40%. Wow, we made two 40% shots. Well, shit. They also seem happy to come in here, so let's, does she still have 3? Okay, she does, so let's reload with 1. And then let's Overwatch with Burst Fire. Can't haste yet again. We could... Oh. Can't do that. Okay. That seems good. Do that ability for you. She can't do anything. She doesn't have Overwatch. But you have Overwatch, so Overwatch. Okay. both actions. It's kind of annoying. Those are not evidently. Oh hey, there we go. Well, we found them. It's a little bit not what I wanted. Guess he can come over to here, but he's gonna be in the open. Just got 2 armor. I don't know if he can actually shoot from here. He cannot. He's got line of sight obstructed. Okay, well, that's bad. Her pump wore off. Okay. Comes back in another turn, though. She will not be able to. Think there's gonna be anyone in here? I don't think there is. I feel pretty confident about running her over here. Yep. That's good. Oh, that was his Overwatch. Well, okay, she's fine. That's not actually that bad. And Dietrich can heal that, assuming he can actually get to a point where he can see her. Don't know where that is, though. Hope that was one. It was one. Really? Fine. Good. Thank you. Dietrich. I don't know if you can see him or see her from there. Nope. Okay. Well, then you're going over here. Good. Or sniper rifle? Oh, that's pretty good. Good. Hi Rosa, do you want to come up and sit with me? Alright, Iger. I'm surprised this Alexander kid knows how to. He's pretty good with a gun. I mean, he's obviously been getting training. That's the whole point. But, like, he said he wasn't very good at it. So I wasn't expecting that much. Okay, Rosa came up and sat with me and then immediately left. As she does. Well, that's 2 already, so I might as well get all the way up here for 2. Oh yeah, okay, so now they can go through those vents. Okay. Haste is back up. not cover, but... Out there. Let's not do that right now. Let's just enter. Oh, oh fuck! You blew. What? You weren't there before. You asshole. Wait. Why am I unconscious? Oh, I was like staggered by the drone getting blown up, I think. Which also means this drone goes down for the turn, which is really annoying. Yeah, it's a problem. Alright, kid. Got anything? Well, not really enough. Oh god, okay, we're gonna have to deal with that. Yep. Really need a kitty. What? Can I just do heal? Oh. No, fuck! Oh my god. That's not what I wanted to do, but... I really can't see him? Wow, so we can't. How can we not see him from here? Okay, that's baffling me. Alright, kid. I want you over here. You can overwatch, but I don't want you getting hurt. Oh, that's pretty good. Why do I have 2 moves now? I don't know why I have 2 moves now. Huh. Takes a long time for the sniper rifle to start going back up. Not that. We'll overwatch with the AK. Can't heal for 2 turns. Okay. Well, hang out there then, I guess. I guess you could run over here and look in case there's anything in there. What is that? Oh, you can summon a spirit. Sure, go do that. Whoa. What is this? I don't know what that means, but it can Overwatch. It's cool. Should have sent the drone over to this one. I didn't realize it didn't have any, Yeah, kid, you're gonna reload. And just Overwatch. Glory's just gonna sit there. Okay, now I have one. Yeah, there's like a bug or something when you first come out. Or maybe it's just not a bug, but it's like a weird thing that you get. Okay, one more turn. You can go. Is there anyone? Oh, okay, here we are. Hey guys. Run back away. They're like, hi. Hi. Do you have your... Oh, you only have one. Oh, because you have this guy. Whoa. Whoa. Hey kids. I've never done this before. I didn't know how this works. This is cool. What up? Damage 12, damage 8. Alright, yeah, sure. Let's do this. Oh, yeah, they still can't heal. Oh, I forgot I could send the drone through here and come around the back. It's pretty good, actually. I should do that. We get to next turn. I'm just gonna be busy firing at that thing. Oh, good. We got more people coming in. I mean, I'm glad they're coming in now, as opposed to later. A lot of kids, though. So, can this guy go over here? Could. He would come out. It's gonna take him all the turns, but that's fine, I think. Oh, okay, it's gonna take him another turn to come out. Okay, that's fine then. Yeah, do that. Finally, we can heal. Okay, let's... Oh, well... This all seems kind of bad, but, Oh, I see. These are more accurate. guys. I don't know what happens when it loses control. I'm hoping it still attacks them, it's just that it can also attack me and I don't have control over it. That's my goal. That's my kind of thought process. Let's run over here. Here's hoping they kill it before this becomes an issue. God, I want to grenade that. Oh, hi! That's right! Well, that turret is coming useful. Good, good, good. You can't do that because you only have the one, okay. Glory is also now out her, yeah, whatever. Okay, we lost control of it. Clearly. Yeah, just run up there. Yeah, you go over there. It's only one. I'm gonna take this as that they are, yep, fighting the spirit still. Oh, totally, good, excellent. Okay, I don't know why it's slowing him rather than shooting him, but yeah, especially considering it's gonna do that. I'm happy to just continue overwatching and let them shoot that shit. I can haste you, but there's not really any point in hasting you guys. Alright, we can haste you. She can go over here, shoot, and then run back. So you can see what's going on. Hey guys! What's up? Oh, we missed. Bye! This is really funny to me. Is there anywhere? No, there's not really any good cover. Come back here though and do this. Hey kids. Oh, how dare you! Alright. Ow! I'm gonna have to retreat my drone! The good news is, they've now exposed themselves to the flanking of this thing. Bye! Bye! This is really funny to me. Just keep overwatching there. He doesn't need to do anything. I guess he can give an aim bonus to someone. Oh, he can heal her. No? Really? Can't heal her? Okay. Must have been from another fight. Books then. Oh wait, can he like not? Huh. I don't know why he can't give a name bonus to anyone. I guess he can give a name bonus to himself. It doesn't have a cooldown, so there's not really any point to not using it. Oh, hey guys! You're gonna make me run away. Hi, Rosa. Can't believe that thing is still not dead. Ah, okay, yeah. Thanks to everyone. Yeah, now we're gonna retreat her somewhere. Like up here? Just retreat her into here, it's fine. Does she actually see people? Not really. Did they actually kill that spirit? That's my question. Hey kid. Only a 95% shot to hit. Really, line of sight blocked? Wow. But those two hit, so you know. Not get like AoE'd or grenaded here. I have no reason to do anything with anything. Nope, can't hit those. You're gonna sit back because you're almost dead. Oh no! Well, I guess they had a grenade, but they missed, so. I missed with whatever that fucking thing does. I don't really know. Yeah, let's do this. Can't hit. You obviously can't hit then. You can use your ability. You will stay here right now. Oh. Nice, Alex! Oh my god. Was not expecting that to actually matter, but it totally worked. Hey, kid. Nope, that's everything. got them all. I did good. Did good. Let's get the fuck out of here. Well, unless there's guys outside. There might be guys outside. But maybe those are the people all running in, hopefully. You burst through the door of the Humanist compound and into the crisp night air. You're not far from your extraction point. Time to go. I said this was not going to be that long of a stream, but oh well. Okay, yeah, that's a thing to see. Okay, we don't know where we're going. Let's run over here. Like, we're in combat, so... Oh. Humanist Mage, okay. Humanist Member, Humanist Mage, okay. Shit. Haste you. Hey guys. How do you feel about dying? Oh my god. That's a refusal to die. I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that. Oops. Right. This is not the best situation to be in. Okay, that's good. They're still out there. Maxim's still cooking. That's less good. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Oh, no. Somebody died. That's bad. That's what I was really worried about. It's not great. Okay. Mage. Right, hey Glory, how are you doing here? Can you hit? Sucked. Okay, treat. Jesus! It's a 57%. How are you missing this bad, kid? Oh, I should have raised your fame. I suppose I can throw a grenade. No, of course not. None of those either. There's a lot of guys out here. Okay, that's good at least. Some of them died, some of Maxim's crew died, but... Okay, okay. Grenade, it's up. Fucker. grenade. Can't use it, of course. Alright. God. What a joke. Finally. I need to reload here. Good. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna stay right there. Good. Just one guy left. Okay. Oh, he's got a lot of HP though. Ow! There might be more guys down there then. Yeah. Alright, so who got hurt? Oh, he got hurt. He can't even heal himself, so... do this. Yeah, let's not hurt her. Oh, we should actually do a return. Okay, yeah, there's two guys. You're done. Okay. How far can you get to on one? You could get over here and probably be able to shoot him. At least poke out the situation. Oh, nope. Okay. So now we can see the situation. Humanus member, Maxim, and a friend. It's like the others might be dead, but something. Okay. That's 3. Alright, should get to here. 2. Shoot him. I like that she has so many guns. It's really good. I'm really enjoying all the guns that she has. These are the chemical crates, so I'm not really pleased about hiding behind them, but I guess it's fine. Okay, I'm trying to, sure. Oh good, we kept him alive. We complete all of our like optional objectives? I feel like we did. Hey Maxim. Maxim looks up at the sound of your approach. If he's surprised to see you, he doesn't show it. Crazy night, huh? Pulls the flask from his jacket pocket and takes a long swig and looks in your eye. I hope that this was worth the trouble. Any luck finding our money in there? No, I don't think they ever had any to begin with. But I guarantee you they'll think pretty hard before crossing smugglers again. He nods. I can live with that. Yeah, we didn't actually find any money. Thank Christ that's over with. You okay, Alexander? The young man looks shell-shocked. He holds his rifle clenched tight in his trembling hands. He was not trembling at all during that battle, which is good. He was an excellent soldier. Yeah, Uncle Dietrich. Yeah. I'm okay. But those guys, I knew them. One of them was my bunkmate. I killed him. Couldn't be helped. If he hadn't, he'd have killed you. Believe it. We're gonna take you away from here. Back to the Kreutz Bazaar. Get you the help that you need. Yeah. Okay, Uncle. Okay. Dietrich glances over his shoulder, locks eyes with you. Thanks for this, boss. My nephew's safe, and I owe you. One other thing. The Dragon Slayer's happy too. We just did a ballsy thing, protected my family, and gave a monster a bloody nose in the process. Glad to hear that he approves. You should be. When the Dragon Slayer is pleased, he tends to be generous with his rewards. He grins. I can feel the power coursing through me, boss. I don't know what form it'll take yet, but it's there. Soon enough, I'll be able to use it. I don't mean to break this up, but we need to get moving. Kid, you're with us. The rest of you, pile into that other van. You continue having your moment when we get back to Schottenest. Okay. Yeah, let's go. Let's get done for the night. Kreutz Bazaar. The U-Bahn ride home feels especially comforting today. The Berlin chapter of the Humanist Polo Club has suffered a terrible blow, and you're the one who dealt it. Volker Stahl's plan to incite a wave of bloody violence across Berlin has been derailed. It isn't often a Shadowrunner gets to prevent an atrocity on the job. Yeah. Your PDA rings, and the face of your fixer, Paul Amsel, appears on the screen. I have new information to discuss about the estate. Please come as soon as you can. Alright. Oh, look at all that karma. Look at all that karma. Save the game. Yes. Alright. Thanks for everyone for joining me for this late night stream. It is very late for me. Wow. Whoops. Oh well, it's okay. It was good. It's really good. I'll be back next Tuesday, hopefully at my regular time and not late night for more Shadowrun Dragonfall. I'll be back tomorrow night at the regular time for Stellaris modding. We'll continue on working on our espionage mod. Oh, excuse me. I am tired. The other games I play, you can see below the stream on the schedule. You can follow me for notifications when I go live. You can sub for emotes of my cats, who are no longer on camera because they're all sleeping. Well, I mean, they usually sleep on camera too, but they're somewhere else sleeping. Yeah, I appreciate you guys who are watching, and I appreciate those of you who are in chat, and I hope to see you guys again. Goodbye.
So long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. I say so long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. It's been until we meet